3, 2, 1, go. Hello, I am Frank.
I am Jacob.
And I am Dussel.
Dussel Vonenheuvel.
Dussel Vonenheuvel is our guest
Dude,
today.
unfortunately, yeah, Hank is away at school, learning, getting more knowledge, but unfortunately he will not be with us today.
R.I.P. Hank. He's not dead. He just went to college.
He just went to college, which is R.I.P. still, because it's pretty much dead, but...
This is episode number 0000002.
Put another zero on there instead.
Episode number 0000002.
There we go. That sounds a lot better.
It's easier.
I like that.
Picture
Easy to
too.
remember,
Yeah.
too.
Yep. Man, Vonenheuvel. What a fucking great last name.
German.
It sounds like
Is it German?
Or is it German?
Is it
Or
German?
is it like
It sounds
Finnish
straight.
or something?
It's like Dutch. That's what I'm told.
I don't know. It sounds
It's
straight
like,
up
so-
Nazi to me, dude.
Yeah.
like, I got Hitler. Like, Vonenheuvel. Like,
Vonenheuvel means over the hill.
does it really?
Swear to God. I don't know why.
Where'd you hear that from?
We've pulled up Holmeshe's books about our ancestors, and
What
that's what it said.
Books from where?
Just like from, we had Vonenheuvels living here, and then when they came to America, this was blah, 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 and...
Dude, the ancestry is so crazy. Like, Stolly, we have people living in France still with the name Stolly. They spell with an E, and they're my longtime relatives. Like, I've never met them. I'm related to these guys. Like, it's crazy.
My ancestors came over. My grandmother's side came over on the Mayflower with Bagnalls,
Really?
and then my Townsend side came when the Quakers started being religiously prosecuted by the king, so like late 1600s, and then they settled in Mercer County in 1840s.
1840. So when
Never
the
looked
Civil
back.
War started?
My great grandpa Moses fought in the Civil War.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he was then excommunicated from the Quakers because he was a Quaker because he fought in the war.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You can't fight, can you?
Yeah.
You guys ever do the ancestrytest.com shit?
No,
You know what I'm
no.
talking about? My brother did that, and just they give you every like percentage of like where because he has to give him blood and
Oh,
like,
blood?
Yeah, they
Does he have to shoot it by himself, or does
No,
he
I think he had to go
just like
somewhere.
stick it and just cut off his hand? Maybe
I don't
Put it
know.
on?
I don't know how he did that, but
They
I know
probably
he
have the pins.
Maybe.
Like diabetic
Oh,
pins.
I was
okay.
like, I can't see him giving you needles.
Dude, there have been instances where people, like, you know how people like steal packages on like Christmas time and stuff.
Oh yeah.
They put those things out on the basically in the mailbox for them to ship it out, and people steal them. Basically, steal the people's piss. like that's a great steal, man. Way to go! Just steal piss.
You ever watch the videos of when they do that? And like, there's one guy, he like stole a package, and they started running, slipped, and broke his leg.
That was a girl.
That was a
Oh,
girl.
yeah, it was a girl.
girl.
Yeah, and dude, and like her legs just dangling there.
Oh yeah.
just
It was caught on the
dangling.
doorbell camera.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Oh, what an idiot.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Good riddance. Like she got what she did. Karma.
Oh
is
yeah.
funny.
Break your leg.
Break your leg and it's just dangling there. That's awesome. And then the boyfriend just kind of like walks up like, what's going on? Like, what's wrong, dude?
What's wrong?
What's
Yeah, and then she
wrong?
tried picking her up.
Yeah,
or
yeah. And she
something.
started like walking with her
Did
legs.
you grab the
just dangling.
packages too?
Yeah.
You're there.
She
Might as well
still
finish the
got them.
job.
Oh my
Gotta
gosh.
finish the job.
It was like immediately after the postman was there.
Yeah. That's
I always get worried about that because right now, like my we always get packages now, and
I'm not worried about it.
Oh, yeah, I
whatsoever.
want-
you're in the
yeah.
middle of fucking nowhere.
yeah,
My
yeah,
dog will kill them.
That's awesome.
I don't know. I want that'd be really bad for stealing from a church.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude. And plus, like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Dude, and the problem is they can't do anything about it. Like, unless you have a video or something. Like, cops can't do anything about it.
Yeah,
Like,
unless your thing has like something that tracks
Yeah,
in it,
no, yeah,
Right,
that knows
but,
what.
But
yeah,
most stuff don't.
which
Most
they
stuff
might start. They probably will like.
That's
maybe
actually a good
I bet
idea to do
Amazon might do that, like where they offer $5 extra, and we'll put a tracker
Put some
in your
tracker in
package.
it.
Yeah.
I bet
that
they'll. I mean, dude, they want all the money they can get. They definitely will do something like that. I would think.
Well, why not?
They'll have drones just security
Secure it
just
into-
going around your premises.
Security,
just
yeah.
got machine guns or something on them.
Star
just
Wars.
boom, 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 boom. That'd be awesome. How did that drone thing work out? Like the you know how they said like they have drones? Like
I'm pretty sure they work.
do they work?
Yeah, it's like within 100 miles. I think it's 100 miles.
What's this?
The drone.
The drone thing for Amazon.
Yeah, within 100 miles of it, of like a warehouse or something.
Wait, what? A drone takes a package to your house?
Yeah.
What?
Just flies over and takes a package to you.
You do that around here? There's gonna be some hillbilly in the backyard trying to push your thing out of the sky.
I would shoot a drone out of the sky.
Why wouldn't you?
hilarious.
You own 400 feet above your land.
How much?
First prime.
It was 2016. It started.
No
Whoa.
human pilot. 13 minutes. Click to deliver.
13 minutes.
Bullshit.
What
What if there's a storm?
Do they have just like
You got
people just flying drones all the time?
No, they're
I guess, like,
autonomous.
they're autonomous?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, dude. But
It's
like,
just, like,
let's be honest.
GPS
Like, a gust of wind that they didn't predict.
A huge storm just zaps out of the fucking sky.
Oh, here's Amazon new delivery drone will start shipping packages in a matter of months. This was in June 2019, I believe. Yep, June 2019. Whoever, Jillian D'Anfrano.
I thought my name was stupid.
Look at this. They announced at Vegas they will be able to fly up to 15 miles. Oh, that's shitty. 15 miles, you can do better, Amazon.
You can definitely do better.
15
than
and
miles.
deliver packages under 5 pounds. Oh, wow.
that. Yeah, it's
I can get some paper plates. Less than 30 minutes. While that may sound like a light load, oh, no shit.
Hey, pack of rubbers. You're in need. You know,
dude, yeah, just
Yeah,
boom,
yeah.
boom,
Look at
15
this.
minutes.
Huh?
Yeah,
Luke
wait
said
15
that
minutes, but
75 and 90% of Amazon deliveries could technically be handled by the drone. Why are people just ordering like maybe a pencil? Like, is that what people do?
I have no idea.
I need a pencil real quick.
I need a pencil real quick. Let me just grab an Amazon. I'll prime it. I'll be here tomorrow, and then it'll be perfect. I can use it then.
Fucking-
These drones are part of Amazon's continued push to reduce
God,
package
that has to be
delivery
expensive.
time.
What's like the delivery charge on one of those?
Dude, I bet it's not expensive. You can make those things like 3D printer drone.
No, it's
They're
very
just
true, yeah.
plastic.
So it's not too
They're
much.
probably like a little bit bigger than a normal drone too. Just 'cause,
Yeah.
like a little drone, like that's
No, definitely like a
Star-
small
a gust
yeah,
of
just a
wind.
What is that? Starbucks drone delivery. You got to be shitting me.
Starbucks. Dude, that would be sweet. Just,
White
let's go
Hose
get
just
some stars.
smiled everywhere around the world.
Yeah.
White Hose
I
smile.
can get my non-fat mochaccino.
Fuck it, just have that drone deliver.
Except like I wanted whole milk. She starts bitching at the
chugging it.
drone like, hey, give me my whole
Can't get
fucking milk. Nope.
Dude, that would be crazy if they start having like drones that actually like go there and actually make coffee there. Like when it gets to your house, just make the coffee. You put in
Sorry.
some-
Sorry, no Starbucks.
I thought that was a
for
Keurig.
Oh
Keurig.
man.
Thought that was a Keurig.
They put
Well,
a
look, now this is Starbucks stuff. So
Starbucks?
it's so
Okay.
much better.
Oh,
No,
okay.
like let's be honest. Just buy Starbucks coffee and just
Just
there.
go. Don't be lazy and go get fucking
Or
coffee
just go to
Starbucks.
Kroger or
No.
Walmart,
No,
anywhere,
no.
and buy
You can't,
Starbucks
you can't
coffee.
do that. You
Yeah.
can't do that. That
You
makes
needed
too
to be
much
blessed.
sense.
You needed to be blessed by the baristas.
Yeah.
They'd be like the halo.
I just figured out what that even like. I heard that word for the first time. I think like 2 weeks ago, and I'm like, "Excuse me, would you just call them? Don't act like this is a profession."
baristas. Yeah, dude.
There are like
Have you-
baristas. Like in, I'm pretty sure like overseas, like
Oh,
they
yeah,
actually
yeah,
have
that's like a-
professional.
Like I'll call. I don't even know, dude. I don't even know when. Like a bartender. Like that's it.
Well, I'm talking about if you go to Kroger's, Starbucks, I'm pretty.
They'll have barista.
the
yeah.
barista.
Yeah,
John.
while you're missing
You-
three
you-
teeth.
You'll probably work.
barista Michael.
You'll probably be a barista for like
barista
Yeah,
Michael. Yeah,
for, like-
exactly.
you'll probably be a barista for like 3 months and that's it. And you quit or get fired.
like if you're gonna, I
You're
don't even
doing
know,
math.
dude. Barista Francisco, like that. If you have a name like that, maybe. But like bartender Michael.
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 Like let's be honest, we're mostly just common names are gonna be working
Exactly.
at Starbucks.
Oh yeah.
I don't know, dude. Yeah, dude,
There's some
let's be
weird
honest.
names right
There's
now.
some weird names now.
I mean, people get pretty creative nowadays.
Like that stupid name Ladasha with the LA, literally dash.
Dash.
A.
Somebody named their kid an emoji. I'm not lying.
Sad face emoji.
How many people do you think of Harambe? Have you heard anything?
I
about-
don't even want to know.
No, that'd be. I guarantee
good
someone
question.
named their kid
Yeah.
Harambe. I guarantee it.
Shout out to class 2016.
Oh, I know, man.
R.I.P.
Dude, emojis are gonna be like how like hieroglyphs are. Like they just look like random little pictures. Like, and we're like, oh, this was a giant temple, and this is how they perform the ritual. Of these, just like a house and like a cross, maybe. And then, like, people 1,000 years from now are going to be looking at emojis and be like, oh, this was the unpleased God. He was angered, as you can see his horns.
And that, what's that, like the dick emoji? What is that?
Yeah, well, the eggplant.
Yeah, the eggplant would be like, they were growing
This was the sacred plant of life.
I think Instagram, they're like getting rid of the eggplant emoji and the peach emoji.
Why?
Because the sexual the drip, the rain, looks like you're coming and shit.
How stupid is that? That's crap. It's just
they're
I'm just like,
off because of that.
Yeah, because it's used as sexual. I mean, okay, whenever I see it, I'm like, it's
like
dude, online bullying and online sexual harassment is absolutely retarded.
Dude, just get off the internet.
Don't be on the internet.
There's literally one
the worst
button.
thing about it is how like they're trying to play parent. It's like. Most of the time, it's probably just like an angry soccer mom. It's just like, oh, I don't want my kid to be. This kid's making fun of my kid. Like, oh, let's go bitch to Instagram.
Well, take his fucking iPad away or whatever.
And then, like, that's the other problem.
Shit,
Most of the time, they just
anymore.
use babysitters.
Yeah, these little kids just having all these
absolutely ridiculous, dude.
iPads. Yeah, it's parents these days are.
Look at this. Newborn
trash.
becomes first baby to be named an emoji.
That's like, is it an emoji or just emoji?
It's 3 heart eyes.
You are
smiling.
loved.
Oh.
Heart face, heart face, heart face.
Oh, like that's actual her name. It's the heart that like the actual emoji.
What do you call them? Like,
it's simple. Look at it.
yeah, but like, what is your teacher? What is your teacher like? Here's a
Aaron.
Bueller, and then emoji heart face, emoji heart face, emoji heart face.
That's badass.
Like, dude,
next generation is all going to be emoji.
2019 Darwin Award goes to this girl's parents.
Yeah, let's be easy with that one.
The mother stated, the whole family is planning to change their last names to #YOLO.
Oh my god!
The slogan that represents their common motto: "You only live once." Yes, you do.
They will only live
That
once,
just
not
right
very
there
long.
states how smart these people are.
While she's high on meth.
Yes, you only live once.
YOLO.
Yes.
Or they're super smart and they just got famous because they just did that.
Well, they don't. Who's gonna know? You can't say their kid's name.
That's true.
You know what?
Listen to this.
They named it and left. Let's be honest.
Listen to this mother. No, I don't think she will be bullied for her name, and even so, that's for jealousy. They're going to envy my daughter's glamorous, pretty name.
No.
She's going to introduce herself as Heart's Eyes.
Oh my god!
And at home, we are simply going to call her Smiley. Isn't that adorable?
So you can literally call her anything you want.
Listen to like the arrogance. Isn't that adorable?
So you can literally call her whatever you want, basically, based upon that picture.
I mean, yeah.
Of their name.
Yeah. Because, I mean, not everyone can read I don't even know what half the emojis mean, really.
I've only used the heart eyes, smiley, and probably like a winky
and then
face.
if you look up what they actually are called, like they're like frowning face
out there. Yeah.
That's not happy. And it's like some of them are like, I didn't think I was about to cry in that one. Like,
well, I'm not rethinking shit.
Yeah, like they have them like they're so close to like polar opposite emotions that you're just like, okay, well, I kind of was thinking this one was happy, not mad. Like,
and there's sometimes like I feel something. I'm like, oh man, I could find an emoji for that, and you can never find like the emoji.
Yeah.
Like I can never find what that emoji.
Always
is.
just love using emojis for sexual things. Let's be honest.
I love just using emojis for flags. That's it. That's the only purpose I have for emojis.
Well, that'll be perfect for Dussel. Just put a Nazi flag.
They got rid of it. I don't know why. I don't know. So what's wrong with it?
There should be one flag, the white flag in USA.
USA, bro.
That's it. The white flags, that's all the other countries.
Oh, dude.
There you go.
All the other countries. Dude, I was on YouTube, and I was kind of just scrolling through, and I found an art or a video, and it said math is racist. And I clicked on it, and it was with Jesse Waters. It was on Fox.
Oh, dude, I like Jesse Waters.
So do
a
I.
good guy.
I like Jesse Waters, but this lady said math was racist.
Of course.
And do you know her reasoning for it?
Asians are good at it.
They are.
Well, minus that.
Minus that part. She said that it's racist because we brought slaves over and we counted them.
What?
That's what she said. You could probably look it up right now.
Somebody needs to tell her, like, people, before we brought slaves over, there was slavery going on for thousands of years.
Dude, today there are more slaves today than there ever has been in
dude, just
history.
think about the first...
I didn't know
like
that.
sex slaves and stuff, sex trafficking.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That's
Dude,
slavery.
I can see, yeah,
The
that is
first
true.
slaves the Europeans had were Eastern Europeans, white people. Like, we didn't even have black slaves first. Like, we had our own we were enslaving because the whole world enslaved each other.
Shit,
Like,
when they're in Africa getting them, they're getting themselves. Like, they would capture themselves and then sell them off to them. That's what they would do.
Yeah, like black people would
I
sell
think
to us.
racism wasn't even a word until after the 1880s. Like, it was just then became a word. Just think about that.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I almost feel like we've gone backwards. Where like before
think we are going
there was no
backwards.
word for it because they didn't think anything of it. Well, like I get the whole
Right.
the ideology was still there.
Yeah.
But there was no word. But now it's like it's a cop out. It's like if like a lot of the times most of the time you see it being used today is like, I don't know what to answer. You're racist.
Yeah, like any argument,
I don't
you're
know
just
what to
racist.
answer.
You're a bigot and a racist.
Yeah, that's what I mostly see. Because to be honest, like, have you ever met like someone that's actually racist? Have you? Like truly racist? Like,
I don't know.
are my race is superior than all?
Like KKK guy? Or like
Yeah,
a white
yeah.
supremacist? No, I've never met one ever.
And that's not out of context. It was just saying that figuratively.
Just kind of put it.
Yeah, I just had a FYI. No, but you know what I mean, though. Like,
It's not as big as
dude,
people
like just
actually
think back to like the '90s. Like there was it wasn't. That was like the end of it, really.
Yeah.
Most of the
Early 90s. What was it? When was it? They like almost burnt down. Shit.
Yeah, in the South,
Oh,
it got
burnt-
pretty bad down there.
No, it was
not
out
in the
west.
'90s though. It was in the West.
Is that west?
West?
Yeah,
Yeah.
west was bad. Compton, didn't they almost burn down Compton because they?
Did they really?
Yeah.
Well, it was because the cops beat the hell out of that one guy. I can't
that
remember
was
his
just
name.
police brutality.
Yeah.
And that's the worst thing about that is like it's like that's just one town, one city.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, let's be honest, the majority of all cops in the U.S. are probably not that bad of people.
Right.
They're all human beings.
Yeah, exactly.
They all feel.
Just trying to go home at the end of the day.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's really what it is.
I bet that's definitely like you see more corruption with larger populations in cities. Too.
Oh,
Oh yeah,
Oh,
100%.
yeah.
More people, more bad people. So, oh man, this world, man, is going to like.
Dude, and like,
Craziness.
do you guys keep up with the whole impeachment crap?
I've heard a little bit of it,
Dude, get this.
but
Nuez, I think his name is. So like Shift, the committee chair, he's what is he? Shifty Shift. That's what Trump calls him. Shifty Shift.
Shit.
And he's the one heading up this whole crap in the House for the whole impeachment stuff. And he brought forth evidence, like I think this was a couple of days ago. And the evidence was Nuez, who's also on the Judiciary Committee in the House, who was there too. He brought forth private phone calls that he got from AT&T. Of this other congressman. He said, like, oh, look, they're connected. Like, he was talking to the Ukrainians. Like, he was talking to Rudy Giuliani. And it's like, first of all, it has no pertinence to the
Right.
whole impeachment.
Mhm.
Second of all, it's like, he just got private phone call records
Yeah.
just because he was
Just
like
yeah.
of
Yep.
another House member.
Right.
Like, how messed up. That's when you kind of, and then it's like, that's not the story. The story is like, oh, well, they were talking to each other. And it's like, the story isn't, he got phone records of a private citizen. And it's like, dude,
Makes me
it's
feel safe.
backwards.
no, that's real safe.
Like, there's a reason
safe,
why they
so
make
safe.
people read 1984. Like, this is what it's kind of, we are definitely, like, walking the road of 1984.
What,
Big
what's
Brother,
that?
like the government's becoming a parent.
Oh yeah, that's the worst thing.
Dude, and the
I don't
worst
want
is how like
government being a
the
parent.
majority, and it's mostly like I think like 50% of the population lives in cities,
Mm-hmm.
and it's 7. I think it's like 7 of the core cities, and like if you look, pretty much the whole U.S. is red except like 7 cities, which is where half the population
yeah.
lives, and that's the reason the whole electoral college is there.
The electoral college is definitely
Yeah,
like,
it's
it'll be nice.
so
It'll be the United
everyone's
States of
opinion
California.
is voiced.
Yeah.
But what was I talking? What was it going on? Damn, I just lost my train of thought.
Yeah, don't you hate
It
when that
happens.
happens?
It's because you're drinking too much.
We're not drinking too much. Just a little
Definitely.
Jim Dean.
Frank the
Where was
Tank-
I going?
Fra-
Where was I going?
Frank the Tank was getting wasted last weekend.
Oh my god!
Whoa.
Don't even talk about that.
No, it wasn't even last
No,
weekend. It was a
no.
Wednesday night. Wild Turkey
I
Wednesday.
think everyone was.
Wild turkey.
That was the
Wednesday.
night. Oh yeah, I don't even remember where I was going with that conversation show. The whole shift thing's over.
Shifty shift. It's
Boy.
done.
Where were you that night? Don't
Uh,
even. You're gonna come up with some bullshit excuse real quick.
I was home
Yeah,
and I went to bed at like 10 o'clock.
getting weird in a snuggie. Typical Stolly.
Dude, that'd be cool. I've
You know
always
what?
wanted a snuggie.
You want to hear something?
Super comfy.
I cannot find that dildo. I got an 18-inch dildo, double-sided, purple, and I cannot find the damn thing.
Dude,
Well, I saw.
that's
I
Since
saw.
that
troubling.
night.
Yeah, I saw a Snapchat. You get smacked by it
Yeah.
right in the face.
That's what you get for wearing joggers.
that you wore joggers, so you got smacked
I
in the face by.
Made a bet, and I said I would never wear joggers, and I bought 2 pairs. Currently wearing a pair.
I don't even know what to think of that.
Yeah. Oh,
I don't know. It's worse. Like you got hit by a dildo, or you lost a dildo,
I got. Well, I got rocked.
or why you have the dildo.
All right. I was, it was a,
It was late one
It was
night,
an
man. It was
experience.
late one night, man. I was experimenting. My dog and my cat were there too, dude.
All right,
and I'm
so-
telling you, they were talking to me.
R.I.P.
Yeah, so it
mittens.
wasn't too weird.
Oh my god.
No, but seriously, I need to find that thing.
Why do you?
Okay.
Definitely, you need to find that. Definitely.
We're gonna have like
Some little kid's gonna be riding his bike, and it's like
my
he's
niece is
just
gonna come over and she's gonna like think, oh, look at this big purple toy. It's all flimsy around.
tell her it's like
Oh,
it's
weird.
a gummy worm that was out
Oh
too long.
no!
It was out in the sun.
No, oh no, that'd be terrible. I'd be going to jail or something.
Yeah, dude, that's the other. Dude, I feel like it's just there's too much regulation. Dude, you can go. You can go to.
Yeah,
I know.
you can
Dude,
not go
you're
into
talking
anything.
about going to jail, and it's like, dude, there's just so much stuff that you can get in trouble for now.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like
There's a lot.
we've created this anxiety-driven society.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. We've created this whole anxiety-driven society just because of it.
I mean, and we're throwing medicine at it.
Yeah,
like it's
dude.
nothing, and it's like
yeah.
numbing everybody's emotions, which makes it even worse.
Dude, and they give that stuff out like candy.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. You just go in there.
know they
I
do.
feel super sad. Oh,
Dude,
well,
the
here
worst,
you go.
Well, here you
the
go.
worst thing
Let's
about
make
it
you
is
feel
like the stigma's out the door if your doctor gives you it.
Yeah.
Like, whoop,
Yep.
Yeah. That's all good.
here's some radium. Like, yeah, just take it. You get migraines, you're gone. You also die. It's like every commercial you
It's
see
down the
nowadays.
road, though. You're not
Side
thinking about it.
Side effects may include heartbreak, migraine,
Say it really, really fast.
Well,
really fast.
diarrhea,
They're walking. No,
Death.
heart attack.
Yeah.
bleeding from the ass, like, and then they're walking
Oh,
down
yeah.
this happy grass field, like nothing's going on, playing with the grandkids, and he
Don't you love playing with your grandkids?
And he can't
now
feel-
your grandkids will see you forever.
and he can't feel his like waist down.
Yeah. It's like my legs are moving, right? I'm not moving them. I'm not moving them, guys. Oh. All right, so we're gonna take a little break.
How long has it been?
I'm not sure. Who knows? Well, we're gonna take a break.
right.
BRB. How about now? You guys good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So we're back.
And we're back.
What up? All right, so I was just telling Dussel and Jacob. There's this paper that came out on August 30th, 2019, and it is mysterious coherence.
You got it.
And coherence in several megaparsec scales between galaxy rotation and neighbor motion.
I just blew
But-
it right over my head.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
So if you search that and find layman terms of it, a mysterious force is keeping distant galaxies in sync. So what that paper pretty much said is that there's filaments connecting all on a large scale all galaxies, and that's why you have these spirals. While everything follows everything else.
So like whenever you see a picture, it's like that. So it's almost like a giant circle. That's what you're talking about.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
in a
yeah,
galaxy.
yeah.
That's what you're talking
And
about.
you have to think about how our so like Earth's north, Earth's so our Earth's north, so like north.
Yeah. Yep.
Is different than our celestial north.
What does that mean?
So like our solar north. So like if you were on the sun, north is the top, the northern magnetic pole.
Yeah.
So if that would actually be like our east.
Really?
Yeah, because so
We're on a tilt.
Earth is no. Earth is so like what's a good way I can put this? So imagine the sun just going through space, flying through space.
Yeah.
Imagine Earth's orbit around the sun as the sun moves through space. Imagine a marble is Earth, and at the center of a cylinder is the sun, right at the center.
Okay.
As that marble goes like orbits around the sun, it's moving through the space too. So it has momentum
right,
forward.
Right. Yeah.
So it makes this like it looks like the sun, our north, is moving forward. Is like us or is Earth moving?
So it's almost like a.
It's like a tube going through, and it's just corkscrewing around the sun.
Okay.
That is our true north is moving forward. So like whenever you see those pictures of like what the galaxies look like and everything, like that would actually be like looking east, straight east into space.
Huh.
Yeah. How crazy is that?
That's
because you don't really get
so
that concept.
strange,
Because like how they are teaching in school is like, oh, here's the solar system and you can model it like this. That's why we don't hit all of these other planets is not just because we're different distances, it's because we're also going around in that corkscrew around the sun at different speeds. So like we may that's why we only see Pluto every a long time.
Pluto's not even a planet anymore.
Yeah.
Damn, man.
There's a planet outside of Pluto. Big one.
A big guy?
Planet 10 or something. Planet
10. A clever name.
No, but it's
Did we send anything out to it?
No. It's we can't see it yet because there's no light reflecting off of it. So it just looks like it's just blocking a star that was there. So something's in front of the star behind it.
Okay.
And also how we know it's there is because of it's affecting, I think, Jupiter's orbit.
Huh.
Oh, really? Huh.
Yeah, and it actually it has a extreme elliptical orbit around the sun, and I think it's like every 12,000 years it becomes like so close to the Earth that it affects our gravity. Like tides get screwed up and everything.
Yeah.
And like the only reason I know about that is because I was reading about ancient Sumerians, which were around like 6,000 BC, and ancient Sumerians, they believed the Anunnaki.
Anunnaki.
They were the gods. They were their gods. And just put it in perspective, a lot of the Bible and most of the old religions have stories pulled from the Sumerians' religion.
Okay.
So like David and Goliath. David and Goliath was pulled from I don't know. Was it the Epics of Gilgamesh? No, I don't think so. But it was pulled from a Sumerian ancient Sumerian tales. It was like the idea of it. And the other thing is like Goliath was not a giant. Goliath was 6 foot, like 6 foot 8.
Like compared to our times, he's not a giant.
No. Goliath was written in the Bible to be like 6 foot 8, but King James in the 1500s, so the King James version Bible, he edited a lot of the Bible, and he made Goliath like 8'2" or something.
That bastard.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That was changed way after the Sumerians. But beside that, the Sumerians,
forget that guy.
The Sumerians actually believe the Anunnaki. They are the ones that genetically modified apes to breed humans.
Excuse me?
To make as slaves.
The
Yes.
Samaritans.
Yeah.
You're
Sumerians.
on Planet of the Apes shit right here.
Where? What the? What?
Yeah.
That's where I'm at. I'm like, excuse me?
I'm trying to like gather all this shit that just came to me.
And
right there.
I think the last time the Anunnaki, I forget. I think it was like 36,000 years ago. No, it was like 55,000 years ago was when they came, the Anunnaki. And they were supposed and
Anunnaki
they also
a
came
human?
back.
It's
a space race that supposedly was on this extra planet. So like in ancient the Sumerians, if you look at Sumerian, I think petroglyphs you call them, but glyphs, like they have the solar system and all that stuff, and they knew space somehow.
Damn.
They had Pythagorean triples before Pythagoras even invented it. They knew calculus before calculus was even calculus.
Where the fuck? You just been reading
crazy.
all this shit up? Like I've never heard
Yeah.
of this.
Yeah, but the Sumerians believed
crazy
that
right
well, the Sumerians, I'm pretty sure that their king Solomon, I think it's King it wasn't Solomon. I think it was King Solomon. He was a giant. Like he was shown. He's always depicted as being a very large creature, and that's what the Anunnaki were. Humans, but giant humans that came here, modified apes to create slaves, and then would come back for them once they're done. And so how this is really weird. What's really weird about it is, I think they said like the Anunnaki came like 36,000 years ago or something, and in Hinduism, who is it? What is his name? The Hindu god.
The one guy with a bunch of arms.
No, not Kali.
Six nipples.
What the heck is his name?
I have no idea.
But whatever. The Hindu god. What the heck is his name? That's gonna annoy me.
Why don't you look it up?
Yeah,
We gotta look it up, thing.
Technology
That'd
here.
be perfect. Dude, that'd be crazy. Just like last time, nipples are the man's
Vishnu
Vishnu
is a Hindu god. I forget which Hindu god he is. Dude, too many things to remember. Where's Vishnu?
Dude, that'd be crazy to have.
Yeah,
six
so like a
nipples.
lot of, but so that doesn't matter. But Vishnu said to walk Earth like I think it was like 10 cataclysms ago.
10. What is cataclysm?
So 10 times that civilization was reset.
Oh, nice.
And what I think it's like, I think he walked it was 10 cataclysms ago, which if you look at the fossil records, I think it was 36,000 years ago.
Whoa.
Which is a little, it's coincidental, I guess.
Right.
Which can't,
Yeah.
that's not, but it's weird how like a lot of most of the languages are related. Which like most languages found in the world, Western and Eastern, are all derivatives of Naga. And this was I was talking about last time.
Yeah.
And like Naga was a pictographic language.
Yeah.
And the Mayans, yeah. And so like it's weird how that stuff shared too.
Dude, just like I said last time, dude, there's so much crap that we have no idea about anything. I think it's just minds blow.
Yeah.
Like we don't know shit about the ocean either. Like
Dude,
we're
we
all
haven't barely even touched the surface.
What's the percentage of that? Like it's ridiculous. What
Dude, it's like probably like 70 or 90%.
I would love to just see what the hell is at the bottom of that. I mean,
I'm curious.
There's
about
some
that.
crazy stuff on the bottom.
yeah, that's crazy. Well, okay, so it's kind of is NASA still a thing?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, but they went like bankrupt a long time ago, didn't they? No,
they just don't have enough money to send people to space.
Okay, see that's
95% of the ocean is unexplored.
That's what I was gonna bring up because it is like it surprises me like we're not like up in space as much. You know what I mean? Because I mean
Too expensive.
Exactly. But we got the technology for it. It just sucks.
Oh no, dude.
You know why?
We should
It's
be going
because
to
the
Mars.
government sucks at everything they do.
It's like, come on,
Look at the DMV.
something.
Look at the DMV. The DMV
Yeah.
sucks.
Everything
Like they
government
literally
sucks.
suck at everything
Yeah.
they do. Like private
needs to be-
industry for sure.
That's why I
Look
want
at Elon.
SpaceX.
Yeah, look at Elon.
They're
Well, even
destroying stuff right now.
Blue Rocket. What is it?
Is
Jeff Bezos' company. Blue Origins?
Oh, I don't know. But do that.
Jeff
Elon Musk one?
Amazon's guy has also has a
does he
company.
really?
Yeah, that's right. I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I watched the video on Elon Musk's like thing that took off,
Bro.
like the SpaceX thing.
Yeah.
We have
and they had like
Blue Origin.
the things like come down like or the jets almost like the propellers
Yeah,
come down and
yeah.
actually land. So like,
Yeah, they
doesn't ruin
reuse them.
Yeah,
Because that's why
That's
it was so
awesome.
expensive. Dude,
yeah.
they've already launched
feel like
so
right
many
now-
satellites.
have they really?
I feel like right now we have the technology to make a damn Death Star. Why aren't we doing that?
Make it a
Dude,
Death Star.
Trump in the earlier in the year, I believe, he was talking about we need to form a space force.
Yeah, that's
Dude,
right.
I think
That
we
is
should.
Hell yeah!
Dude, that'd be like we
We're
don't know what the hell.
Americans.
We don't know what the hell.
We're
is out there.
explorers, dude. That's
Hell
in
yeah,
our
dude.
blood. We don't have any.
That's a
We're
great
screw the
idea.
bottom of the ocean. We can't breathe. We can't breathe out in space, but there's not any pressure.
Yeah.
Right, exactly.
We're
We're
good.
We're good there.
Let the Chinese explore the ocean. The Russians, I don't know. We'll go to the sky.
Make it damn. I don't know.
If we go to the sky, we can go someplace
Dude,
else.
I
if
wish
we-
that
if
was the
something
mentality again. Like, imagine my dad would tell me,
Fuck
like,
it.
in the 50s and 60s, like, it was the space race. Like, it was,
Yeah,
we have to beat the Soviets.
We gotta get there.
Like, every
Soviets.
American tuned in for Neil Armstrong.
I hate that when like, oh yeah, like the landing on the moon. And I was just in a studio in Hollywood. I
Dude,
hate
yeah.
hearing
Dude,
that.
that's
I
Dude,
hate
you can look at
hearing that.
the flag in a telescope.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
dude.
my God.
Can you really?
I'm fairly certain you can.
Probably
Dude,
Google
that's the
Maps.
coolest thing ever.
You can
I'm
probably
gonna look
Google
it
Maps it.
up. Google Map. Zoom in and see it. No way. Is he actually? You guys look at this. Yes, the flag is still on the moon.
Oh, but you
Can't
can't see it
see.
using telescope.
Oh man. Oh, you got my hopes
Oh,
up
you
there,
definitely
friend.
can use a big telescope to
It has
get
to be
it.
really
No, it has
big.
probably that.
Has to
Oh,
be
look
at
at
the
this.
right angle,
Look
too.
at astrobob.com. Can you see the
Astrobob.
American flag of the moon? Yes.
Oh, this guy's
Yeah.
delusional.
I got up at 2:30 and casually surveyed the sky while poking around with the telescope till 4.
Yeah, probably when he was catching
Total
Pokemon
meteor
in the
count
backyard.
0. Delta Aquarids and 2 unrelated meteors. Maybe tomorrow would be better. Blah blah blah.
What is
Venus
that,
and
Hayden?
Jupiter. Tell us the flag. Oh, look at that.
Flag shadow.
Flag.
He has a
Flag
picture
on
of the
shadow.
flag in shadow. This dude.
LRN.
What is this guy's name?
Astro Bob.
Astro Bob.
Astro
My
Bob.
man. Look at him. Look at those. They're
Oh, dude.
70s glasses.
He's
Big
delusional.
old. He can see any book,
That
a
guy's,
whole
probably,
page.
that guy's probably gonna die soon.
He's
Nah.
probably right.
Dude, he's a G.
This is back from 2012, so.
Oh, gosh. Astro
Yeah,
Bob,
so-
if you're with
Astro
us,
Bob.
press F in the chat.
Oh man, the flag on the moon.
He probably made that one Prophase. What the hell? What are those rings called going around?
Saturn?
I know, but like, what are the rings have a certain name for them, don't they?
Yeah. I
For-
don't remember the name of them.
There's names for the Saturn rings.
They're dust
Yeah,
and crap.
yeah. It's because it's just sucking it in.
Gravity is force, and Saturn is also elliptical, like not elliptical, oval. It's like an egg shape.
Yeah, that's
That's
what
how
I've
the
heard.
Earth is too.
Oh yeah, that's what I've heard. I've heard that before.
Yeah, Earth is not a perfect sphere.
Hmm.
In the place of where there's
No,
the
it's
least
flat.
amount of. Oh yeah, let's go fight that. Let's go
Seriously.
fight the
You
White
wanna go there?
Walkers. Let's go fight the White Walkers. Oh my gosh. Well, not the deathcore band. That's a band. The Rings of Saturn.
Rings of Saturn's a band.
Dude, I bet
Yeah, some events coming.
somebody's mad at
You
us
think-
that are just like, well, dude, that's my favorite band.
That's my favorite band.
I listen to it all the time. Sorry.
Dude, I can't find the name.
No. Well. Dussel, you work out a lot, don't you?
Sometimes
Sometimes.
Oh, crap. I always
10
see you at the
10 push-ups a day.
10 push-ups a day, 10 push-ups a night, get you swole.
I got my own little personal gym down in the basement.
That's right.
Not
Dude,
to worry
that's a
about that.
really nice
I know.
gym.
I was
got all
telling
kinds
a
of
buddy
good stuff.
today, if I just knew someone that just had a building, I'll just throw it all in there and we'll go 50-50.
Why don't you just build a building, Dussel?
I don't got the money to build a building.
Well, make the money. And then you can start making money.
I don't
off
even
the
know
gym.
whose underwear
I
I
got
have
a
on
church.
right now. I got,
Yeah, he has a church.
I got a church. What do you got, bitch?
I mean, we could put a gym in here.
Put it all up here.
Yeah, we could. What is it? Reps for Jesus.
Reps for Jesus.
Call it no, Neptune Fitness.
It's out of this world.
Oh god, that works. See, we're
Oh, hell yeah.
Screw Snap. I don't know.
Everything's like futuristic. We really go all out. Like
Oh my god.
the rock. We'll make a rock wall, and it's like asteroids. You climb the asteroids. Oh my gosh.
Anti-gravity. Just put an anti-gravity machine in there.
Jesus
there you go,
in a
dude.
spacesuit's just like.
or a good workout. Just get a huge cross and just start carrying it because we're at a. Oh, that was a little low.
Oh man,
That was a little low.
Mel Gibson would be proud.
He would be proud.
R.I.P. Mel.
That was actually a pretty
He's
good
not
movie.
dead.
He's just out there. He's gone though. Let's be real.
True. That's very true.
It's like him and Charlie Sheen, man. When was the last time you heard something from those guys?
Dude, he gives
Very
his
true.
dad. He gives his dad stem cells. He brings them down to Panama
What?
because it's legal in Panama.
Yeah.
Dude,
And
I've heard
his
stem
dad,
cells
like,
are awesome.
his dad's like he feels like 30 years younger.
I know someone that actually got that done and like
Stem cell?
yeah, what did they get it done on? I think it was like their leg or something. Had really bad. I think it might have been hip. Had really bad hip pain. And they did that whole. I have no idea how the whole treatment worked, but she said she felt like amazing. She's an
Yeah.
older lady and like
Yeah, on Joe Rogan, I was listening to one of his podcasts.
yeah, he
and he
Yeah, that's the one I was watching,
He shot
too.
it in his shoulder, and he said like it was painful all the time. He shot this up. I got whatever heck it's called, and he said it felt great.
Yeah,
like,
well, I mean,
next
they're
couple of weeks or
unprogrammed
something.
cells. That's all
Yeah.
stem cells are. So, like, they literally can just become whatever
That's
why don't we
crazy
do
to
that
me.
more often?
because of how you get them.
Isn't it from like babies?
And, like, umbilical, like, that's why they.
South
That's why.
Park where the guy just like
Dude, that's
Isn't
why
it
they
from
tell. That's
babies
why they
and
tell the moms to eat their placenta and stuff because it has a lot of stem cells in it. Which I guess, I mean, yeah,
I would
I
never.
don't know how
eat a
you're gonna
placenta.
get them, but I go for it. I mean, it probably has some benefit to it.
Eating the placenta.
Yeah.
A lot of
I
vitamin,
bet it does. It
Vitamin
probably has all
K.
kinds of nutrients in it, but I'll never eat a placenta.
Got a bad shoulder? Just take that placenta. Boop.
Rub it in.
Rub it in.
Rub it in.
Yeah, rub it
Give
in.
yourself
rub
a
it in.
shot of it. You grow like another shoulder. It's just like another ball.
Yeah, but
Oh my
I've heard
God.
that's a really good like recovery treatment. Who is it?
Oh,
Who else?
dude,
Dan
definitely.
Bilzerian, he does it
He
too.
does it all the
Bilzerian.
time.
Yeah, he does it
Yeah,
all the time.
yeah.
Yeah, that blows my mind. Like,
Dude, that'll
Just
become the
rehabilitate.
anti-aging. That'll be the first step
Oh,
to
yeah.
why?
anti-aging.
Because
Oh,
they
yeah.
say like you feel amazing.
Well, you can grow anything with stem cells too.
You can like,
Like,
you
grow
mean?
organs.
grow like an arm
Oh,
or something.
seriously?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. That's
What?
exactly what you can do.
Well, I mean, if it's literally cells that aren't programmed yet, and you just
can
put it with
use
the
yeah. Well,
I
we
can grow a
have so we
tail?
have these. How you do this stuff is CRISPR. CRISPR was created in the 90s,
Mhm.
and that made all genetic modification super cheap. Like you can buy. I bought a CRISPR kit for like $150, where you could modify genomes. And you use these what are they called? They're these certain single cell organisms that they're like little shots almost, and you program them.
So what could you do with that little pack?
You can genetically modify stuff
I
like
mean,
an egg.
Just, oh, so like
You're doing
it's
some
just
weird
like
shit
small,
in this church, man.
weird.
Yeah, right. No, but like you don't want to
Making
mess with
tables
too
and
much.
making and fucking with genetics.
You don't want to mess with them too much because like we don't. There's a lot of DNA. There's a lot of DNA.
A lot of DNA. And if
A lot
you,
of
if you- If
DNA.
you fuck up DNA
Oh, this
something
is
in
way
there,
over
you
my
can get
head.
all kind of messed up. CRISPR. I heard about this a long time ago. It never came back up until like recently. I was watching the Joe Rogan.
Yeah, it
thing,
uses
and it was just
Cas9 is
CRISPR.
an enzyme that uses CRISPR sequences as a guide to recognize and cleave specific strands of DNA. So it goes in there, it cuts them out, and puts in what you want.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Where-
And so, like, the Chinese have been cloning people. They've been making, Crimea, like the human hybrids. All,
That
like,
shit's
since the
fucked up,
80s.
though.
Then why-
I don't think that shit should be allowed.
Why not?
You're playing God.
Why not?
You're playing God. That's, See, that's
I
a moral
never thought
dilemma.
about that.
It's
I
a
never-
moral dilemma.
I never thought about that.
Imagine if you had two Hitlers.
Ooh.
I mean,
Or
honestly.
imagine if you find a cure for cancer, though.
Yeah.
See, that's the thing. It's a
Hitler's
dilemma.
dead though.
Right.
So
Or
we
is he?
think. Yeah,
Or is
so we think.
He's living with Tupac in South America. I heard.
Dude, definitely. He definitely got
Probably-
to South America.
Probably partying.
He definitely. Dude, there's like Nazi
there's no
villages
way.
down there.
There's
Where,
Nazi
South
villages
America?
in that
Yeah.
one place that has like a bunch of
Dude, they're
twins or
straight up
something?
like straight out of Deutschland. Like
Deutschland.
right off the cobblestones, like German village, straight up.
I love how they still find. When was this? Maybe 2015. They found some like big Nazi like officer that killed like a certain amount of Jews.
Mengele.
Is that what? Is that
he
what?
was
Mengele-
he
who's
died
the
on the
scientist?
beach in Brazil.
Is that what? That was?
He killed so
Well,
many people.
no,
a lot of people.
There was another one. I think he was
He was
living.
an angel of death.
I think he was living in New York, and they went like he was like 90 or 80 some years old, and they like went in there and arrested him, and I was like, damn, like that kind of sucks
Dude,
because I mean he's
Hitler
almost
definitely
gonna
got
die.
away, man.
Oh yeah.
I believe that.
What?
I believe he got away.
Oh, definitely, dude.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, who's that military guy?
Tim Kennedy.
Yeah, Tim Kennedy. He did that hunting
Yeah,
Hitler.
I was just about to say that.
Dude, I have
And they found some crazy stuff.
Yeah, dude, and
Crazy stuff.
they were actually military trained investigators too.
Like Delta Force.
Yeah.
Shit, dude. These guys.
What were they
found
finding? Like
I don't
know. I have no idea what you're talking about, honestly.
do you know Tim Kennedy?
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Yeah, they have the show on. It's the
He
Hitler,
did a hunting Hitler,
hunting Hitler.
and he he tracked tons of German villages down to the South America, Argentina or something, like in the 50s or something. Argentina, the German scientists like kind of used their knowledge as blackmailed the Argentinian government or something like that. I don't know, but
yeah, but he said like he interviewed a bunch of like those German like people in that German towns, and they literally like we saw Hitler like literally like straight up the first like I mean I don't know but
shaved
they
mustache, Hawaiian t-shirt
they
on,
said
just
like
riding
oh
his
yeah
bicycle
we
down
saw
the road.
Hitler like way back when. I'm just like holy cow. So there apparently there's accounts of people seeing Hitler down there,
and
in
I
those
guess
German
like
villages.
no one can test his dental records that was supposedly left over after the bunker suicide.
Yeah, dude, they didn't get very much. I don't even think they.
I don't think
confirmed their DNA
anyone
stuff.
can test him anymore. I think the Russians tested him or something.
Oh, Russia! Whoa.
Yeah, dude. There's so many conspiracies around World War II. You know, the word conspiracy was made by the CIA in the 50s. Fun fact.
Is it just kind of like
Just so
people?
just so people would think that they're tin hats.
Yeah. Like I was reading a book where there were so many spies on each side that like they had like code words and crap to like go around, and like one of on the United States side was like who won some like World Series for baseball, and if you didn't know it, you'd get arrested and put into like a camp or something.
Oh yeah. Speaking of
because
camps,
there's so many spies on each side.
Speaking of camps, California, I think they have a bill on the ballot that they are going to start shipping homeless people to camps.
Well, hey,
oh man,
I
that's
mean,
a straight
damn.
up not. That's straight up Germany.
Because it's
Nazis.
it's pretty bad though. Pretty bad though.
Communist.
I mean, I've never been there, but I've heard like
Dude,
it's.
I went to San Francisco
bad.
like 2 years ago, and it was bad.
Really?
Yeah, there was like you could watch just people shitting in the road.
Yeah, you can't have that.
Yeah.
Oh, man, that's awesome.
Dude, I feel bad because a lot of them, like in the 70s, mental asylums were closed because there was a lot. Don't get me wrong, like there was a lot of mental asylums that were doing really bad testing on people.
Mm-hmm.
But they also were keeping a lot of people that really needed help in check. And now there's none of that, and so you have like a lot. And the weather's great in California all year round.
So they're just hanging out, shitting in the street.
Yeah, dude, and it's just like they have they allowed it once, so now they can't stop it.
God.
Well, isn't there a bunch of Mexicans or what are they, Guatemalans like going in there?
Oh yeah,
it's
they
like
have a
sanctuary
ton
city.
of Mexicans in
Like sanctuary cities.
Yeah.
So.
And where?
California.
Well,
what's happening right now?
LA is pretty.
What's happening is they started taxing a lot, and a lot of the wealthy people are starting to move from California.
Well, yeah.
And they're moving to Texas. Texas is actually becoming blue, liberal, because of so
many people going there.
Oh yeah,
and that's just going to do the same thing that happened in California.
Yeah, they'll make the
Texas,
same
basically.
mistakes. They're trying. Well, I mean, Texas. It's Texas though. Like the Texans. Are
Bush
known
needs
for
to stand up and do
they're
something.
gonna be-
That's his fucking country.
Bush.
Put a boot in your ass.
We need to go. We need to go to Iraq and get some oil.
Oh my god! I love
My dad
Bush.
started that war. My dad started that war, and I'm gonna end it.
Amen.
I forgot. There's some YouTube video of him like God damn it. He's being all serious. He's like talking about the war, and he's like, now he's at a golf course, and he's like, now watch us drive. You know what I'm talking about? I'm like, I got all the respect for you now.
Do you remember when he got a shoe thrown at him?
He just smiles. He like waves off security. He's like, I'm good. Fuck you.
You remember when he got hit by that shoe?
Yeah. No, he didn't get hit. He ducked
down.
it. I'm like, oh man.
I thought that was so funny.
What a
I guess that's like
savage, man.
super. That's like the worst thing somebody could do. That's like the middle finger in the Middle East. It's getting a shoe
I don't
chucked
get
at your
that.
head.
They don't got any shoes. Like, come on.
That's very true.
Okay,
Yeah, they don't have no
it's just
shoes.
desert
Well,
there, though.
What the hell they do? They did that in Don't Mess with the Zohan.
Oh yeah.
They throw shoes in there too.
Did Borat do it too?
Oh my God! Don't even start with Borat. Borat is.
I'm a Borat.
I'm my sister number 3 prostitute.
Very nice. Very nice.
Oh, he gets in the elevator. He's like, I will not accept a smaller room.
Dude, Sacha Baron O'Brien. Was that his name? Sacha Baron O'Brien?
I think I can't remember
I don't remember.
because he did that. The Dictator.
Dude, he did that
You
one
know-
where he's that gay guy. Bruno. He did Bruno.
Oh, Bruno was bad.
Dude, that one was
That was rough.
hilarious.
I've never
that
seen
one,
Bruno.
Bruno's. Whew.
Dude, that one's hilarious.
You know, he was actually going to play the role of Freddie Mercury in the Bohemian Rhapsody movie.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah, I think
really?
I heard
Yeah,
that
and
or
then he
something.
wanted.
Really?
I guess he wanted to do because the band members and then the director, they were working together and stuff. And I guess he kind of wanted to do a little bit extra, gay
Oh,
things. And then they're just
wow.
like, nah, like we're not doing that.
We're not
So they
gonna
just
bring
kind of
that
cut him out of it.
Yeah. Oh, that's funny. A little extra gay stuff.
Yeah,
He just likes it.
That's a good ass movie. So
Dude, that was
Was
a
it a good
hilarious movie.
I gotta see that too. I haven't seen that many.
Dude,
New
what was
movies.
what was that other one that was like, oh, don't mess with the Zohan? You remember that? That I was just thinking of like Borat like movies.
Borat, yeah,
where
yeah,
it's, like, Indian, Middle Eastern dude.
yep.
Don't mess with the Zohan. Where
Hummus.
Adam Sandler. That was one of Adam Sandler's
Yeah,
last good movies.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
hummus and fizzy bubbly. Those are like the two like crucial items of that whole movie.
Dude, the best part was where you would just see him kicking, and like
Yeah,
it
just
was
the-
like he
just his
wasn't
feet.
moving. He was just floating.
Oh
He was
yeah,
just like kick.
What was that? That was my foot.
that was my.
Well, that was great.
That's great. That was a great movie.
That was like Adam Sandler. Pretty much, he pretty
He's
much
get- he's
now
getting
is
old.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
the
he's
problem.
getting
old. He's getting old.
It's not as limber anymore.
Life's taking a beating on him.
Oh my
Dude, he's been just taking really crappy roles. Like,
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
not
Well,
like he's not funny. It's just the
now he's
roles
like, he's doing a
taking
lot
are
of
terrible.
Netflix shit.
Oh yeah, I mean Netflix. If you just have any idea,
Yeah.
like, hey, there's this rock outside and it's really cool. Netflix,
Netflix. Boom,
get them
boom.
a camera crew. We need to make a Netflix documentary over that.
Well, that one movie. What the hell is it? It's him and Jennifer Aniston. That wasn't too bad. It was more of a serious role,
Yeah.
but like to me, it's just I think of Waterboy.
That was a great one.
Yeah, I feel like every
Water
actor has
sucks.
their shitty roles.
Really,
though.
really
Oh,
sucks.
yeah.
Everyone,
And that's
all
the
of
ones they're remembered for, to be honest. Unless it's just like,
It's like,
you're
remember when he was in
Leonardo
that one
DiCaprio or
movie?
something.
them. Yeah.
Unless you're just to the point where it's just like you have so many good movies.
Oh, what a
no,
s-
they dwarf your terrible movie. Like Tom Cruise. Like think of a terrible Tom Cruise movie.
Oh, I hate Tom Cruise. I can name every Tom Cruise movie,
You
and
gonna-
I hate it.
Let's hear
Are
it.
you gonna talk shit about Top Gun?
I am okay. I haven't seen Top Gun, so I can't really say
Okay,
shit
I was
about
gonna
that.
say.
Top
but
Gun's a
like
good movie,
most
yeah.
of Tom Cruise movies, I can't stand.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. Okay, I agree.
He's like 5'8",
Yeah.
and I hate him.
Dude, he
I just
he's
think
probably doing the
to
stem
myself,
cell
I'm like,
stuff.
this dude literally believes in the Church of Scientology.
Yeah, he's a crazy dude. He
But I'm like, he's a good actor.
He's a good actor.
He's a good
though.
actor.
He's a good actor.
He's probably doing those stem cell things because he has not aged.
I
at
think,
all.
I think
Like,
it's
looking
both.
at him,
I think
he's
it's
not
just
aged.
genetics too.
Just
I think
genetics.
it's just
He
like
broke his leg doing that one stunt.
yeah,
and
he's
that-
good at like he just did stem cells with that.
Did he
had
do
to-
that?
I'm guessing he did. He healed in like 2
Yeah,
weeks.
yeah. I was gonna say
He
that's
broke
what-
his leg in that stunt.
Yeah, because he was trying to jump from like building to building, and then it did not work out.
Broke his
Dude,
leg.
but props to
jumping.
him for doing his own stunts. Like
That is pretty sweet.
that's why his
That'd be
movies
fun to
probably
do
look
that.
good. Well,
Yeah.
same with like Keanu Reeves. Like Keanu Reeves.
Oh
does
yeah,
all
he
this-
does a lot.
Dude,
of
he's
dumb
just
stuff.
so humble that it
Yeah.
just is like he's already put on a pedestal above
He's turning
everyone.
into,
Yeah.
in my opinion, he's turning like today's Chuck Norris. Like,
That's
I mean, honestly,
that is a good comparison.
I completely agree.
Have you seen John Wick 3?
I haven't seen the third one yet.
I haven't
dude,
heard. I haven't
that's
seen it.
That's a good one.
I haven't seen any of them. All I know is someone kills his dog.
That's the
and
first one.
He's upset about something.
Yeah,
That's the second one,
don't-
isn't it?
don't
He's
kill-
like, "You killed my damn dog. Now I'm coming for you."
Don't kill John Wick's dog. Yeah, there was like
Each movie gets a new dog and it gets murdered.
No, that's not how. But there was those two Thanos memes or something like.
Oh,
Thanos kills the
Ant-Man
John Wick's
going
dog, and Thanos is like, "Oh, what the fuck?"
Oh,
Dude,
like freaking
John
out.
Wick versus Thanos.
John
now,
Wick.
now we're
all
talking.
day.
Now we are talking.
That's a
I thought
great
I thought you were
combo.
gonna go for the whole Avengers series.
I
is
didn't
just
watch
dumb.
them. After they added Captain Marvel, I'm just like, yep.
Dude,
Okay,
I'll
Captain
watch
Marvel
all
is
of it.
absolutely trash.
No,
Well, dude, no backstory, just super
Yeah.
overpowered. Like,
Yeah, way overpowered.
how much can you try to force like gender equality on masses? Like, it's so and like the worst thing I have about it is like you're just like making all the women that made really good movies look bad because
yeah,
it's like
because it's like, look at me now.
look at like it was never about gender equality ever. It was like it was a meritocracy.
Yeah.
So whoever was the best did it.
Oh,
yeah,
Like look at a lot of the movies Scarlett Johansson was in. One, she's really hot.
Yeah.
definitely.
Yep,
But two, she's a good actor,
great actor.
and like her movies are good. Like that Lucy movie was. I thought
yeah,
was pretty
that's a good movie. No, but
I've
like
always wanted to see that one.
the whole Avengers like Endgame movie, they spent like, what was it, like 2.5 hours? 2 hour. It's like, yeah,
The Endgame one.
yeah, and like they'd go through all this shit, and it's like, all right, why don't you shrink Ant-Man, shove him up Thanos' ass, and expand, make him big again.
Yeah,
I love when I saw those memes, dude. I thought that was the funniest shit. Like, I'm like,
shoving Ant-Man up his ass.
yeah, and then just
Wow, dude, that's a great idea. And you can
You
like
didn't
two
see
super
this?
size. I've not seen
no,
those.
he just blows up, and game over.
And game over. Yeah, dude. The movie. They have so many characters that like. I just wanted to focus on like a couple of them. Like that's all I gave a shit about. And they just try to fit everyone into one movie, and it was really
Well,
hard.
I
'Cause
think the
there's only,
Iron
like,
Man was
two-
really good.
Dude, Iron Man. I've always loved Iron Man.
Like, the
I
first-
like Iron Man over Captain.
The Iron Man,
America, for
the
sure.
Iron Man movie, like the first one, dude. That like, I mean,
That was
that
great.
kicked. Oh, obviously that kicked
And that's
everything
why
off.
you like him so much. It's because we saw his story.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
That's
Yeah,
very true. Yeah,
Because that's why Captain Marvel sucked. Because it
Yeah.
was just like,
it was just straight into
oh,
it.
Captain Marvel, super overpowered.
Here,
Can
just
hit Thanos and
throw
fine.
this in.
And then it's just like, can we have a backstory, please?
Did they even have a backstory in the comics, or did she just get thrown
I
into
think-
the
I
comics?
think she has comics
Yeah,
about her.
she's got comics because she's
comics
one of
backstories.
the older. I think she's one of the older Avengers. I think.
Yeah, I just feel like sometimes like
I thought she was black in the comics too.
was she really?
I'm thinking she was.
Is she?
Man, we should have got a black lady then.
Yeah, that's the other weird thing about it. It's like you would think they would pick like a black girl then. If they can get it 100%, like please all the crowd, please
Put in,
social justice crowd.
Put in comics.
Yeah, that's what I need to do.
Yeah, she kind of looks hot though.
Yeah, she's kind of a bitch.
Yeah, she is, but she's kind of hot.
She's got that I want to speak to your manager haircut.
I want to speak to you. What is that haircut? I'm not-
Now she's white. Dude, why did I think she was black?
You thinking of
There's a black captain or black.
There you go.
There she is.
What?
Doesn't
So
even-
she
doesn't
was
even look-
black.
No, I mean no. That's a different. I think that's a different name. I don't think her name was
Monica-
Monica.
Oh no, it
Reviewer?
wasn't Captain
Review?
Marvel.
I think my name is stupid again.
No,
Jesus.
first appearance as Captain Marvel. She was in the Amazing Spider-Man as Captain Marvel. She was black.
1982.
So I guess she
go
was,
back. Go
Dude,
back
there's
to
probably
the-
different Captain Marvels and different like
Yeah, probably.
sects of Marvel.
Just curious. Type in Captain America comics black. Just curious.
Captain
Oh no,
America.
they're gonna pull up the Falcon. That's what it's gonna be.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's what it's gonna be.
Pull up the Falcon.
See,
Yeah,
yep, I told you. I told you.
Yeah,
Isaiah Brown. That's exactly what you. Hey, he looks cool in those comics.
he's jacked.
He's jacked.
Steroids.
He's got like a gear in his arm. He's so jacked. It's like, how do we make this guy look even more jacked?
We put an extra arm on him.
Yeah.
And then we just sew it together.
He's got like more muscles in his arm than normal.
There's like 20 muscles.
4 heads of his tricep.
Yeah, a tricep, bicep.
4 biceps. Oh my God. Wikipedia. We ask you humbly, don't scroll away. You ever notice how Wikipedia started asking for donations when they were bought out by a corporation?
RIP
Wikipedia is owned by a corporation now. And now they start pushing. If you guys see, if anyone listening, do not donate to Wikipedia. Because before you never saw on Wikipedia, donate to, here's another banner, donate to Wikipedia. You never saw that. It was just a small little button in the corner. And then they were bought out, and now they're like, we need, while we still have the idea that we're funded by the masses, we need to leech every dollar off of everyone.
That's the world. Can you still, can anyone edit Wikipedia still?
Yeah.
Can they?
Yeah, that's what it's built on. Like that's
Just
the
everyone.
Yeah, it
that's
is
the point
people's
of it.
information, yeah.
Who
You know,
owns Wikipedia? Now?
There's a Captain Canada, too.
Oh God.
No way.
Yeah, swoar to God.
What's up with Captain? Why can't it be like
Why
a
would
major?
that? That's
or like
a terrible
general?
one.
What?
Sorry.
Sorry.
Sorry. I bought a vampire motorcycle.
Why?
Is that literally what it
is
says right there?
What?
Dude, I really like having this
Buying the cow.
this internet thing. We can search anything we want.
You see that?
This is super
You
nice.
see those cows go to cold water at the McDonald's?
What?
Oh yeah, dude.
There's
I saw that
dude.
picture on Facebook.
Yeah, there's
Cows in cold water?
Yeah, a bunch of cattle
They're grazing
going into.
Dude, that's a farmer's worst nightmare. Because
that's bad, dude. Like,
dude,
damn,
imagine
that's really bad.
Imagine if somebody hits a cow, like your car's totaled,
Oh,
no
yeah.
doubt. Like, and
It's a goner.
dude, that's like if you're going fast, it's like a moose.
Yeah.
Well, you mean not like it? Moose would be worse. But
Yeah, moose would be
a
worse.
cow would suck. It's like
That'll
a deer times
mess
10.
up your, that'll
man.
mess up your car. Not mess it up. That'll destroy your car.
Here, let me check on DuckDuckGo.
I love how like we like I don't know if you guys do, but like my mom, she'll get like warnings on her phone like loose cattle and this side of the county. Like you just gotta be careful driving.
Watch out for cattle. I bet people who ever move here from like a big city and they get those or see like a cow, they'll be like, "What the fuck?" You're just roaming around. That's awesome. What are you looking up now, Frank?
I'm trying to figure out who owns Wikipedia.
Oh, who bought him out?
Gerard, Jesus, you got these names.
Wikipedia Foundation. They don't state who that Wikipedia Foundation
Jimmy
is.
Wales.
He started it, didn't it?
I have no idea.
Jimbo
Wales.
Jimbo Wales.
He's co-founder of Wikipedia. Let's go on answers.com. Who owns Wikipedia?
Now, why is it
No,
so? Why is
Jimbo doesn't own Wikipedia.
Why is it so hard to find the
Look
owner
at the
of
second
Wikipedia?
one. Jews own Wikipedia.
That's a good question. That's a reasonable
Look
question.
at that next one. How much of Facebook does Mark Zuckerberg? Their answers really likes the Jew questions.
Who owns Australia? What?
I'm pretty sure they Chinese got caught trying to infiltrate the Australian government.
Did they really?
Yeah, they were trying to infect Australia. Dude, like 30, I think like a third of all, I think it's more than a third, to be honest. Maybe it's 50. But I think at least a third of all imports to Australia are from China.
Yeah, I mean, that wouldn't surprise me. I mean, look how far. I mean, it's not
getting
that far.
close.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's not that
You
get-
far.
don't
we get a
realize
lot
how,
of money.
like, dude, the Mercator projection, like a regular 2D map,
Uh-huh.
you don't realize how far Australia actually is. Like, it's really far away.
Is it really?
Yeah, like, it's almost like a day.
To sail there?
From where?
Like, just from the U.S.
Oh,
Like,
from-
the
yeah.
the
Oh,
ocean
from the
is
US.
huge.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
yeah.
I thought
yeah.
you meant from China.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm like, damn, you could almost swim there.
Like, no, and same with the Mercator projection messes with everyone because people think Russia is like huge, and it's not. In reality, it's not that big. Russia's not that big just because it's stretched so much on a 2D
Well,
map.
and majority of it is just ice and freezing cold, and no one even
Well,
lives
dude,
there.
I'm pretty sure like multiple Russias would fit into Africa.
Oh, really?
Yes. Like it's a lot smaller than people. Like Greenland is really small.
Yeah.
It's just the
Like,
maps. The maps just make everything look a lot bigger.
Japan is like the whole length from the bottom of Florida. Almost, I think it's from Georgia all the way to the top of Maine.
Mm-hmm.
That's how big Japan is.
Yeah.
Like it's huge.
Is it really?
Yeah, dude.
Dude,
Japan's
the map
huge.
shows it really small.
Yeah, because if Mercator projection distorts. Like the U.S. is big. Don't get me wrong.
U.S. is pretty big.
Look at it. It's completely on the opposite, and Australia is literally on the opposite side of the globe.
That's far away. Australia's definitely far away.
Like, just think you're probably faster if you're on the East Coast. It's probably faster to fly to Australia east.
Well, they do. Well, I'm pretty sure I think they do most of the time because of how far how big the Pacific Ocean is.
Yeah.
I mean, if something happens, where the hell are you gonna land?
Yeah.
So I think a lot of them they go to
they
Europe
go
and then
east
I think a lot of them.
My-
I bet a lot of them fly just over the South Pole. It's probably faster.
Well,
You don't
my-
have to go around, circumnavigate.
Yeah.
You can go to the pole because a lot of Arctic flights are over the pole.
really.
Yeah.
I have no idea. Kind of.
Yeah, my
really make
dad
plans to go
when
that
he
way.
goes to China, he always goes over like Europe.
Your dad
and-
goes to China?
Yeah,
Yeah,
He-
for crown and stuff, right?
Yeah, for work. He
Did
goes,
he tell
goes
you
to
about
China.
it?
A little bit, yeah. He says there's some like he like walks down like these like basically like these streets with a bunch of like people selling a bunch of crap, and they're like Nike knockoffs, Under Armour knockoffs, and all that stuff.
What?
But
It's
he
just-
said
it's just-
like people are literally racing around trying to basically pull you into their thing. They get paid to do this, like pull you into their little thing. And he said he went down in this like underground almost, and he said it was super sketchy. Like he's like, no, we gotta leave now because he thought for sure
They're
like
getting
someone
mugged or
was going
something.
to get like he was going to get messed up.
Jackie Chan's
Like
gonna come around the corner.
people were like being aggressive, like grabbing you, yanking you
You
towards
get
the
pickpocketed
thing.
pretty easy.
Oh, probably, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Those Asians got tiny hands.
Tiny
Reach right in that back pocket.
Didn't you guys say something bad about the Asians last time?
The Asians? Whoa.
No.
Whoa, Dussel. Don't start putting crap in our
Ooh,
mouths.
seriously, what you got against the Asians, Dussel?
Nothing. I love good at math, like we said earlier.
Hey,
Dude, I
math is-
feel
math
bad
is
for them.
racist.
They have a harder time getting into Harvard and the Ivy Leagues. Like there's like a lawsuit currently.
What?
The Asians are suing the Ivy Leagues because the Ivy Leagues will let in like less. They're supposed to be meritocracies. Like they're letting in people that are just minorities,
Yeah.
just because they want minorities, just because they get subsidies from the
Yeah.
government,
Yep.
and because they get praise, they get media attention.
So stupid.
That is so
And the
stupid.
Asians now are like they have a super hard time getting it because they are on average a lot smarter.
Well, you go to any
Not
big,
like
you go to any big campus,
test,
you always
like
see
test wise they do
you
better on
always
SATs
see
Yeah.
and
Asians
stuff.
there. Any big college, you always see a bunch of Asians and
Oh yeah, dude.
Like a
Well,
bunch
like
of 'em.
dude, the crazy thing is how much money they make off of Asians. Like at Ohio State, it's like they have to have if you're from like China or something, a student, you have to have like 150 grand in your bank at all times, just in case, so
Holy
you don't
cow.
lose.
What?
Because here's the key. The key is that every country wants to send their kids to America to get a degree.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Because a degree from the U.S. works anywhere around the world.
Yep.
But if you get a degree from like India, you can't
can't-
practice in the U.S.
Yeah. Yep.
yeah.
Like only the U.S. really does. Maybe Britain, maybe the modernized nation. I don't even know about that, dude. I
Yeah.
feel like it's just U.S. or nothing.
Dude, U.S. by far rules this world. Like,
I wouldn't say rule.
well, like we do.
We
so
help
much stuff.
drive it. I think we're the
Yeah.
driving factor
Yeah.
of how. Well, like I think we're the main reason why there's so much growth. I mean, capitalism brought like 1 billion people out of poverty, like in the last 50 years, or I don't know. I think it was a lot shorter than 50 years. Like
Well,
in
about a
no,
lot
I think it was
shorter.
like in the 90s or early 2000s. Capitalism brought 1 billion people out of poverty.
Oh fuck yeah, dude! Fuck yeah, capitalism.
Well, it's because like
It's awesome.
socialism finally died. Well, I mean, hopefully it does with all these idiots freaking going and preaching it in colleges and stuff, dude.
Idiots.
They are.
I don't care.
idiots,
Yeah, dude.
They're
For
For
so
some of
stupid.
those guys, when
Dude, we
was it?
fought two world wars.
2 world wars.
over this problem.
Yeah, and people are all like, "Oh yeah, it's all good and stuff." Like,
You ever see that? What the hell's his name?
Back-to-back WW champs.
Browns is like the Browns offensive line coach is like when they had the Hard Knocks. He was all pissed about, hey, I don't get you all the stretching. I don't get it. We won 2 walls. All they did was jumping jacks, push-ups, and sit-ups.
jumping.
That's all they did. We won 2 walls. You think they're worried about running down the beaches normally while worrying about where my stretching band was? No. I'm just like, Jesus.
God, dude, just think about that. Like, I was looking at my pictures my grandpa took during World War II. And, like, they were, like, 18-year-old dudes. Like,
Oh yeah.
and, like,
think about like, when you're 18. Think
about going and storming
Yes.
Normandy.
Oh my
Yes, you have a
gosh,
gun
dude.
and just
Running
bullets
into death.
flying
People are
past you.
blowing up.
straight
Oh,
head
man.
first
Literally,
into death.
people are literally disintegrating right in front of
Oh
you.
man,
Yeah, you imagine you were literally running towards death.
that Saving
At
Private
18
Ryan,
years
that movie. Oh, dude, that beginning. I remember watching it when I was a little kid, and I was like, "Holy shit! Like this is
Dude,
crazy."
like veterans watch that movie and they said that's probably the closest it comes to
That's be
how
hard.
real it is.
Oh, if,
and it wasn't even like it was worse. They said it was worse than
Uh-huh.
that, but it was the closest.
Well, the
Like, it's
World War I and
insane.
World War II, they were the people that fought in that were called the silent generation because they never talk about it. They didn't like to talk about it.
yeah.
Dude, World War One was
World War I was the worst one, dude.
World War One was like
Trench
there,
warfare.
there,
Because
there
that's
were-
probably
there'd be like
gruesome.
a,
I mean,
in
it
one
wasn't-
battle there'd be like 100,000 people dead.
Dude, that would imagine this. So, like, I'm pretty sure the first battle of World War I, the French like lined up, like, because they didn't fight
Yeah.
in a war
Yep.
Yeah.
since like the French Revolutionary Wars and Napoleon's the
Yeah, that-
revolution.
that's why it's
Blindly in the
war.
And
blind. Let's do this.
literally lined up with cavalry and everything,
Mm-hmm.
and the Germans are just in trenches with machine guns, and
Just mowing down
the French
people,
are just
yeah.
marching away like eating their croissants and shit.
And they,
Let's
Can you
do
imagine
this.
that? Can you imagine that warfare? Imagine just literally walking in a line just at the other people, just getting closer and closer and closer.
now that's
and like
crazy.
you're in the front line, you're probably gonna die. God, like a straight, and those were like musket balls, unrifled.
Yeah.
Like you wherever you're aiming, it's not going there.
Yep.
It's
Yeah.
going somewhere else.
Yep.
Up, down. No, imagine being like this, like the Spartans old time when they had like spears and crap.
Oh, dude.
Like it's literally
Yeah.
like, yep, I'm going in here, I'm gonna die.
Dude, I
We're just
feel
gonna
like
get real
those
close and get
those were just
stabbed.
different people. That was like it's almost hard to even think about. Just think about what you had in day-to-day life. Day-to-day life wasn't, you didn't really like the jobs were just farmer or peasant or
Yeah.
like a
Or
army or something like
smith
that.
or something
And
like
that's
that.
all you did. Like
Yeah.
you were a blacksmith.
Mm-hmm.
Like you only did blacksmithing.
Yeah, you weren't flipping cheeseburgers at McDonald's.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah.
Like you were only practicing your trade.
Yeah, exactly.
If you were a knight, you were literally just fighting all the time.
But still, I just can't imagine running
just-
down this way with a sword, and these guys are running at me with the sword, and we're just going to stab
Can
each
you
other.
imagine being in an airplane and believing so much in your country that you crash it into a ship?
Yeah,
Kamikazes,
that's
yes?
true.
Oh my
yeah,
gosh.
that's crazy. I mean, that's the truth.
Dude, it's like like that's brainwashing to me.
Yeah.
Is when
No, it's 100%
when they're
brainwashed.
indoctrinated so much. Like, don't get me wrong, like beliefs and stuff, like they're probably what drives a lot of the world. Like
Yeah.
just traditions
Mhm.
and stuff. But like those types of traditions are the ones that we don't need. It's like
Yeah.
how the Bible, like a lot of the morals in the Bible are great stories. Like definitely probably gonna bring even though I believe in some higher power, whatever. I'm probably gonna bring my kid to church every now and then,
Hmm.
just because it like the moral aspect. And I get that you don't need the Bible to teach morals,
Yeah,
but I feel like
it shouldn't be
it's
that. In my opinion, it shouldn't be that way. Because I mean, if you have a book telling you that you got to be good because this is what it
Yeah.
says. That's kind of, in my opinion, it's just kind of like, okay, well, you should be good.
That's
just
why I
'cause you
think
should
it's
be
for good.
Like,
That's
Yeah.
why I think it's great for kids.
yeah, it's a good learning lesson. I
It
guess.
gives them something in front of them to kind of like touch
It allows
and feel
it
like,
sets
all right, yeah, that's-
boundaries.
yeah.
Right.
And I think that like, well, I mean, you don't see that a lot nowadays. Like, there's no respect anymore. Like, have
No.
you noticed that too? Respect is kind
Respect
of,
isn't.
Oh yeah.
and it's definitely the screen generation.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like that's a cop out, knowing that I'm just as guilty as being like a but I feel like we were the cusp. Like it was the years after we were born was you lived your entire life with the screen.
It's so bad. I mean I don't have Twitter. I don't have Instagram. I deleted Facebook, and it's awesome. Like you notice
like,
so much more. You
the only time
so much
I
more.
deleted my like Twitter and crap.
Yeah,
but like
so
Facebook,
stupid.
I use that just because I manage some pages on it and crap.
Mm.
So I don't really. I'll post something every now and then.
Well, it's like I'm an addict, dude. I'll be on Instagram. I'll be on Twitter. I'll be on Snapchat. I mean, but the thing is, I don't like posting anything about me or like I'll post a Snapchat on my story over here and that.
I just post interesting stuff.
Right. Well, I just don't like the attention or I just don't like the attention. It's just like who cares? Like, but the thing is, it's like I'm hooked to that. And what's a sad thing too is when you see like I don't know like kids now. It's just like here, look at my phone, so you stop crying. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
and
they'll start doing that. Yeah,
and
it's just so fucked up.
they built them with biological tendencies in mind, like the psychological aspect of social media. Like the co-founder of Facebook literally hates it now because he's like, we literally targeted the core behavior of humans, which is reward.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's why. They studied it so much that Twitter found that people will spend longer time on the platform, and they found that link to I think it was that they found. But regardless of that, they purposely made that their notification, like when you log in on Twitter, you won't see that. Say if you have a notification, like somebody liked your tweet or whatever, you won't see that little red bubble over your notification bar for a second after the website loads, because psychologically that has an impact on you. Yeah, that's how much they've studied
Jesus.
it. Yes.
That's so
Holy
messed
cow.
up.
Psychological studies go into so many roles. Like if you have ever noticed that a pill that is made to make you relax or mellow you out is blue.
Yeah.
And one that's supposed to be strong is supposed to be in a capsule, which is statistically shows like the placebo is actually what causes it. Capsule pills will work better regardless, just because of placebo.
Right.
And like red pills are more stimulants. Like psychological studies go into so much of all advertising, all marketing, everything. And it's crazy. Because everything is designed around how our brain works. And it's too much.
It's crazy.
Like that's what's causing all this anxiety and stuff is there's too much information.
Yeah.
Like we are not made to be this connected.
Yeah.
Like there's no more communities anymore. Like there's only online really. Just think
about
that.
Oh yeah, that's the truth. Yeah.
It's that no kid left behind or something like that.
Yeah, dude, that had.
Like,
that really hurt. Well, that really hurt the education system.
Yeah.
That was like in the 90s, I believe. The No Child Left Behind, because then it was like everyone's a winner.
Yeah.
And it's like, do we want to live in a no, you need to learn. Like
you gotta lose, man.
If you
lose.
don't do something right, you gotta do it right.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Say if I don't know how to clean a ship's rudder out, and we're in a storm and we all die, like what are you just gonna? Oh, it's all right. You'll get them next time.
You got to fall down to get back up. I mean, it's just so stupid.
That's a point.
It's
Struggle is what creates individuality.
Yeah.
Struggle does.
Yeah.
Look at all the inventions all over the world. It was all because they had to do it. The nuke. The nuke is the worst and the biggest one. Like, how do we stop people from dying? Let's make a big ass bomb. We'll scare everyone else.
We'll scare the fuck out of these guys.
It worked. But like that struggle, that's what I think.
Struggling, yeah. I was listening to Jordan Peterson. I don't know if you guys know him.
I like Jordan.
I love Jordan Peterson, but he, I forget what video it was, but someone asked him like, "What is life?" And he said, "Life is suffering."
Exactly.
And you have to suffer to feel all the other emotions like happiness and joy. And
that's like the Buddhism and Hinduism is like you're just you pass away all. I forget what it was. What is it? What is the word for it? I'm thinking of the word for it. All like possessions that can influence you. Like you cast away everything.
Yeah, that's kind of like when they're throwing pills at you. Like it's taken away that depression and the sadness, which also will take away the happiness
Well,
and
it's
everything
like,
else because it's numbing the stuff that makes you feel happy.
Oh, exactly. And then, like, I think when they legalized antidepressants in India, I forget where I heard this, but like when they legalized I think it was India, the doctors just said, okay, well, we're not going to prescribe it. And they gave the story about they had some guy lost both of his legs and he had a rice paddy and he lost him at the knees, and the prosthetics, he couldn't work in the rice paddies anymore because the water would make his stubs like really
moldy
wrinkly
too.
and crap, and they would rub against the prosthetics, and so he couldn't work in the rice fields anymore. And he got super depressed because that was what he did his whole life. That's all he knows. And he went to the doctor, and they said they prescribed him an antidepressant, and they got him a cow. And he started milking the cow, and he became he found purpose in life.
That works.
That works.
Hey, that works, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean,
And that's just that's just the most simplistic representation of it. You can make it more complex, but like most of the time, it's like whenever I kind of feel unhappy, I think to myself, I'm like, there's probably a reason why I'm unhappy.
Yeah.
It's most of your emotions are happening for a reason. Like anxiety is an awareness to something impending doom.
Yeah.
And so like whenever I'm unhappy, I always just think to myself like, there's probably a reason why I'm unhappy. Like, should I be happy right now? Like, am I working the hardest I could be? Like, that's kind of how I think about it. And that's why don't get me wrong, like there's definitely there's a lot of, some people have hardcore depression where it's just like this endless pit that they can't escape.
There's some people with serious issues, but it's just like there's some people though out there. It's just like
a lot of people are so soft that they don't realize that it's not.
Exactly.
It's like you have. There's probably a reason why you are.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, is your marriage not working? Like, maybe you need to put more effort in it.
Damn. Sometimes I just feel like get a hobby.
Exactly,
Yeah,
dude.
You
People are
sit
too
inside
bored.
all day.
Yeah,
and
hobbies
you're like,
will
Then
definitely
that's
get you
the
out of
people
it.
that are like, oh, you need to bitch about stuff. And
Right.
That's the people who are calling the cops on other people. It's just like,
what's the
Dude,
neighbor
live-
doing
live
today? I'm
and
gonna
let-
call the
live and
cops
let
on
be.
mowing the lawn too loud
live
or
and let
something.
be.
Yeah.
Like, live and let be.
Yeah. I mean, working out would probably solve. I think if people actually like did some kind of physical training, like this world would be probably a lot better.
Oh, definitely,
dude.
I think
Obesity is probably one of our biggest
our
nation's threats.
I think the biggest reason is our food. I think that's the.
Our
I
food
think
is
I think our
absolutely terrible.
food is making everyone sick.
Yeah.
Not just that. I'm just saying, like the micronutrients in food. Like you get so many micronutrients. It's like my great aunt Sarah. No, my great aunt Grace. She, I think, founded the Ohio State Botany Department. I think it was Ohio State. Yeah, it was Ohio State's Botany Department. And she started the research behind fluoridation of water. Like, this is just one example. And she found how bad fluoride in water affects people. One, it messes with your hormones.
Yeah.
And two, I think there's new research like it affects IQ too. There's a lot of stuff.
I
with
can see
fluoride.
it, yeah.
And it also has been shown to make a population more docile,
Really.
calmer,
Really.
which a calmer nation is easier to control.
Yeah.
Conspiracy.
Conspiracy.
No. But like,
you are what
get
you
what I'm
eat.
saying? How it's
Right.
just like there's so many things, so many little things that people don't even realize that can also be affecting it. So it's like you have the completely wrong idea why you're mad or something. Like that's the only thing you can see in front of you that's causing you to be mad or depressed or whatever. But in reality, there's hundreds of things that are causing you to, and all of them together are making you feel like this. So it's like, why don't you solve some of those? The ones you know yourself you can, and maybe that'll help it.
Right.
Because it's like everyone suffers. Life is suffering.
Life is suffering.
And like, even if everyone's suffering is different. It's like you could be the richest man on earth, but like your wife's not happy or something like that.
Yeah.
Your kid's not happy.
There's still something. Yeah.
There's still something. And like that, I feel like is the reason why we're so depressed is because people don't know.
We're trying to get rid of suffering. We're trying to get rid of the bad, and
that's what gives us purpose.
Yeah.
is like
Yeah.
that's when you figure out what drives you, what truly drives you.
Yeah, 'cause
that's when you figure out something that you can spend hours and hours and hours on, but it feels like 20 minutes.
Right.
Like right when you find that, dude, if I was telling you, like, if you find that, take it.
Just
Take that
run
run.
with it, go.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
don't look
Go.
back.
Yeah.
Like you found that, like, or just at least try until you're bored of it. Then try something new.
Yeah.
Like,
Dude, learning new things. I love, like, there's something new in front of me. I want to learn it. So I go in there and I'll just like
dude, I
really
feel like,
focus in there. I'll be like, all right, I'm bored of that now. Next one, next
and
thing.
that's curiosity. And I
Yeah.
feel like that's what
People
just that
people
little,
don't have curiosity as much.
yeah, and it's like that's that little kid part of you.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like I feel like everyone, like as you get older, you kind of push away. You kind of make because everyone's a kid. Let's
Yeah.
be honest. And
Everyone's a
like,
kid.
I know I'm only 23, and like I don't have a lot of right to say like, oh, everyone's a kid, blah blah. I barely lived any of my life.
Right.
But like as I like talk to older people and everything, like you could see their smiles on their face.
Yeah.
Like everyone's a kid.
Yeah.
And I think like as like society kind of pushes you to like push that away.
Mm-hmm.
Like you need to be stoic. You need to.
I
And I'm not just saying masculine or feminine. I'm
Yeah.
saying like just all about like you're made to fall in the line, and here's how you need to do it.
And I think that's kind of in our educational system. Like
Oh,
they
definitely.
push you in one
Well,
direction.
You know
Yeah.
who
And
designed our
that's-
education system was Henry Ford because he was. It's supposed to most resemble a workday. That's why
No,
you-
Really?
Yeah.
It trains you for
It
manufacturing.
does, yeah. I think high school school is good to a point. Like
What, dude?
you
And that's
should
like
not
my
have
grandpa
long
graduated high school at 16.
16?
Like you don't hear that at all,
No.
and it's like I know most of us could probably graduate at like 15 if we would actually be willing to learn. The
Well,
stuff.
yeah.
And like that's what the biggest problem is that there's so much regulation, so many standardized testing and stuff like that. That learning is not learning anymore.
No, it's learning to test.
Learning is asking questions and like talking about it and figuring it
Yeah.
out and drawing and writing about it, whatever. Now it's just like learn this stuff so you know this
yeah.
question
They
so you can get into this school.
yeah, they teach for testing. Like,
Exactly.
they teach you just to test
Dude,
you.
and that's why I think
I
there's
can't
going to be a
imagine
big
doing that.
problem. There's going to be a big problem when the older generation, not older, but probably like 45 plus. If they're a teacher and they start retiring, you're going to have those teachers were around before standardized testing was a thing. Like they were just teachers.
Yeah.
Like that's why I think at least a lot of my older teachers,
They're
like I
the
usually
best.
learned better.
Oh yeah. Oh
Don't
yeah.
you think?
I think.
Oh,
Well,
I
I think it's like just thinking about it now. It's just like I remember. I can't remember the teacher's name, but I remember him saying like, "Yeah, I need to teach you this because it's going to be on the test."
Yeah, but it doesn't
I'm
mean
just like-
anything.
I'm like, okay, like so if this wasn't on the test, you want to teach us this? Like, so what do we really need to learn then? You know what I mean? Like, just because someone else is saying like, I don't know, it's probably just something stupid. And it's like I can't tell you half this shit probably from high
Dude,
school.
I couldn't tell you 80% of the shit I learned in high school, dude.
I was thinking about the girl's ass 3 rows up. Like,
Yeah, dude. And that's
We
the
had
other-
hormones going up.
yeah, I was
I mean,
like, huh.
that's the other thing
Testosterone.
about like ADHD and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Like half the time you're like the kids who don't they don't have ADHD. They're a kid. They want to be out like running and jumping in mud and
Right.
shit. Like the girls want to be socializing with other girls. Like
oh my god.
we are way too hard on like little kids now. I feel like at least.
Oh, dude, we have definitely like our students are required to do so much more that like
What,
so much harder stuff now. That's
I heard
ridiculous.
at work there are some
Let 'em
schools
be
that are
kids.
teaching what is it, 5th and 6th graders Spanish already.
Dude.
What?
I'm like, I still barely knew English.
This is America. This is America too.
America.
There's one language and it's English. And I hope everyone speaks it.
Man, I can't even. I can still, I still can't
Well,
even talk right.
that's like one of the prerequisites of America coming to America is to learn and speak English.
Oh yeah.
Like that's why it's spoken so much across the world. Is
Yeah.
because it was created to be a unifying language. Because that's one of the biggest barriers. Is
Yeah.
language.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Across the world.
Languages,
Yeah.
And look how much English has opened that up.
Yep,
And
A
it's
lot,
English. English is probably the most spoken.
I would say so. Yeah.
For sure.
Mandarin's probably close. But
Mandarin is.
yeah, dude.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's weird though. Spanish in 5th and 6th grade.
Yeah, that's what.
That's so stupid, dude.
They were telling me that at work because it was this guy's granddaughter or something like that. I'm just like, they're just rattling off like all the numbers and like saying like simple sentences
Dude,
with it. I'm just like,
I'm pretty sure that
Jesus,
time
like,
I was worried about like. I ran a
5th
boner.
and 6th grade.
Like, and just in the middle of class, like, crap, I gotta hide that. I don't want to go up there. Like,
Yeah,
that's what I was
but-
thinking about.
That's what I'm saying.
Put a tuck in the waistband, buddy.
Yeah, just like, shit. I don't want to be picked. I gotta,
Yeah,
I,
dude,
like,
last thing
crap.
a kid wants to learn is Spanish. And
I
the
can't
worst thing
even
about it,
tell-
it was
man.
probably in some place that there's no one that speaks Spanish.
That's the thing I don't
No,
get.
yeah.
It's just like, what? Who are they going to be talking to that knows Spanish?
Dude, and the funny thing is like you notice most bilingual people in the world are English.
oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Well, I guess the only thing I could see why they're doing it is because, like,
If you got
for
Southern,
college, because I guess, like,
Oh, dude.
I'm just saying.
yeah,
But, like, you know what I mean, though? Like,
dude, colleges are on the way out. I think so at
oh,
least.
college.
Well, just think about this: Google and all the big tech companies like Facebook, they
Yeah.
dropped the 4-year minimum because colleges can't keep up with how fast computers and technology
Is
are
moving.
advancing. Like they can't teach it fast enough. Like the programming classes I took in college were a joke. They were so stupid.
Yeah.
You didn't really learn anything you actually needed to learn.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get it. Because, like, I always tell people, when I was going to school, it was just like school and work experience, 2 different things.
Yeah.
What, like, I can maybe name 3 different things that, like, I learned in school that's
Yeah,
going to
dude,
be
and
useful.
that was the point of college.
Yeah.
It was a reserve for academia. Now it has all of these like weird, stupid degrees.
Yeah.
Where it's not even it used to be you went to college to learn more about a academic study,
Yeah.
an academic saying like sciences or math, philosophy even, because a lot of philosophy is what causes a lot of the science.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
Well,
But now it's like they have these stupid like gender study degree, and it's like
Liberal
who are
arts
you gonna
studies.
get? Who are you gonna get a
Yeah,
job
That's,
at?
that's what
Yeah.
I've talked
Yeah.
about. Yeah. Well, there's a degree now just for undecided. Like, it just said I went to college. Like, I mean, legit. That's what it
what-
is.
what
It-
classes do
I
you
forget.
take?
I forget what the actual term is for, but it's just
No
basically.
way.
I
Dude, and that's when you
Shit,
know
you know.
People
it's
are-
driven by money now.
Oh,
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
what
yeah.
college
So it's
is.
like-
Yeah.
And here's the problem: the colleges can charge as much as they want.
Yeah.
Because here's what every poor kid that's getting a degree, he's getting a scholarship out, and the scholarship I almost guarantee you, because I went through the same thing, is probably from the government.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you get your loans from the government the cheapest. And the colleges know, okay, I know that they have to pay back the government. They have to. You know your college's debt, even if you declare bankruptcy, it's still there.
Mm-hmm.
And like the colleges know that. They know I can charge as much as I possibly can, and I know I'll get the money back because the government has to pay. It's the government.
Yeah.
Mhm.
They'll
Yeah, you
print
got-
more
yeah.
money to pay. me.
That's why colleges. The way to stop it is to stop having
going to college.
Well, stop going to college. Well, stop
Drop
having.
out. Dude, electrician.
Drop out.
It was,
Electricians are making
was-
100 G's.
well, what should happen is the government should not give out loans because they just hand out like money. It should
the
be the
government
bank.
should not do
It
anything
should be-
with
it
money.
It should be the bank to give loans because they're like, we're a business. We're going to lose a bunch of money if we give this kid.
Exactly.
Like they should be like, all right, what is your profession?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you're not going to make much. We're not going to give you this loan. You can't go to college. Sorry.
And now, since you have so many kids are going to college, because now it's been ingrained in everyone's brain, like, oh, if you want to make any money,
If you
want to
do something in life, you gotta go.
yeah,
it's-
exactly.
But yeah, it's bullshit.
So stupid.
So stupid.
well,
And now there's so many people that are doing that. Is that now you have people that they literally are just going for the experience.
yeah.
Well, that's
Yep,
why you have
yep.
the college admission scams.
Yeah, that's true.
And those college admission scams, like they're just purely a byproduct of it's a popularity contest now. It's like, what's the coolest school you're going to go to? Like,
Right.
Because that people will use as they hold it above everyone else's head for some stupid reason.
Mhm.
When in reality, it's like we're both people. Like regardless of whether you have a
Right.
piece of paper or not, we both go in the ground the same way.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yep.
I-
We all deserve a styrofoam cup. I heard that. I heard that thing.
We all
from- Well, I heard that from some person, and it kind of stuck. Like you can be famous and you get all kinds of cool stuff, and then when you're not famous, well, you get a styrofoam cup. Just like a.
I still like it. There's this when I was in school. There's this one kid that he would barely show up, and like whenever he did, like he would do terrible. You know, he had bad grades and shit. And he's like, I said something to him about it one time, and then he's like, well, at the end of the day, we're gonna have the same piece of paper. I'm just like, you know what?
Shit, yeah.
I mean, you are right. I don't know why I'm trying as hard.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I had someone tell me like why I asked them like why do we go to school for this long, and someone told me like,
dude,
what?
I think we're gonna take a break real fast because I don't know if we're gonna take a break. We'll be right back.
Oh man, what happened?
Nothing.
Okay.
Nothing at all. Nothing.
Yeah. 5, 4.
No, well, we're already back on,
3,
man.
2, 1. Here we go.
Go Bucks.
Go Bucks.
How
But
about them Bucks?
how about them Bucks?
Did they win? Oh, yeah, they won against Michigan.
Yeah, they beat
Yeah,
Michigan.
they're going to the Super Bowl. I'm pretty sure, or something like that.
Do you guys watch much football?
I watched a little bit.
Honestly, not as much. I don't know. I'm usually pretty big in the NFL, but this year I haven't really watched much NFL. We've been watching a lot more college.
College is funner to watch, I think. I like college. I like college more than any pro.
What do you think of the whole pay? Didn't they do something with the pay?
Yeah, the pay the players or whatever.
I think that's. I don't
Yeah,
like that.
it's not out yet. They just need if they can figure out a way that they can basically pay everyone, they'll send it out. But if not, then it's not
I think
gonna
that's.
do it yet.
I don't think that's right.
I talked about it earlier this week. I really think what they need to do. I think it's right because like say I buy a Chase Young jersey. I mean that's his jersey. Like,
But you're getting
he's the
paid by an education.
No, that's
Yeah.
what I was thinking too.
Yeah,
Like, you're getting
I
paid
guess,
for
but-
education.
But I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, okay, obviously, one Chase Young jersey gets sold. Some of the school gets some of them profit. NCAA obviously is gonna get some of
Nike
the profit.
or whatever.
Not and then the player. I mean, it's not gonna be a lot, but
Yeah,
all that
yeah.
money that does go to that player, I think should go to like some kind of like financial advisor, and
I
then they
think-
shouldn't get their hands on it until they're done with school
That's not
or
a bad
they
idea.
drop out or like once they leave school. Like,
Yeah.
I think what the problem is right now is that there's no other outlet for people to get to the NFL.
yeah,
I think that's literally why we're at this road.
right.
It's because you like. To me, it's like I feel like at that point you should just separate the degree in college football.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Because
I mean,
it's just like
kinda,
you
yeah.
really think they really care about the degree
No.
at that point?
Yeah,
No,
no, not at all.
no.
Like who you fooling?
Well,
Was it-
isn't there like a new basketball league that like the Lamellos?
Oh,
or
yeah, I
the-
was gonna say,
the
they go
ball-
to
the
this-
balls.
don't
the
they go to
balls.
Europe?
It's like Europe, and then I
Yeah,
mean,
it's
now,
like a whole other league or something.
Well,
with
I
the
think
balls in it or
the-
something like that.
well, the youngest Ball brother, I think he like plays for some high school league, but it's not really a high school. But then like I think next year something like that he's like projected. This year or the year after he's like projected the first round pick or whatever. And
Yeah.
guess what? That
Yeah.
kid. Have you seen some of the interviews of that kid?
Mm.
He is dumber than a boxer.
Oh,
man.
that kid. Yeah, I was just about to say.
Dude,
is it
he
the-
is
the-
stupid
he's
as hell.
yeah,
He
he's pretty
thinks
stupid.
like
That's what I mean. They're just.
Detroit is a state or something. I remember him saying, I'm
Oh
like,
my
what?
gosh.
Wow.
I think he's like 15 years old. And you're telling me you don't know what where Detroit is, or like what it is. Like,
Yeah. Well, dude, that's what I mean. At some point, you gotta just like separate them because it's like so many of those people are not going there for education whatsoever.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. no,
Let's be
they're not.
honest.
like
And like you're just kind of making everyone else that like maybe if you dropped out of college, kind of feel like a piece of shit if you're like, oh, this dumb fuck went to Cornell and graduated. Like,
it's like, well, fuck me. Look what I did in my life.
yeah, dude. That's what I mean. That's like, I don't know. I don't even know how to. That's the only way I could see you could solve that is just by separating.
Just
And I
separating
get the
them.
whole payment thing. I get that. But to me, it's just like you're not going there to make money. You're
Yeah.
going there to get an education.
Yeah.
And that
Yeah,
was
right.
the point of it.
Yeah.
And like that's probably why.
Was a student athlete. I love
Yeah, oh
seeing
my
some. I
gosh.
love seeing like I'll like go like on some of like those big name players for the schools and shit, and they'll have that in their bio. I'm like, kiss my ass, bullshit.
You're not
like,
doing
No way.
You ain't
You're-
doing it.
Yeah.
Unless it's like
Teachers
if
are
you're a
just gonna give you
D1
an A.
school, especially, which I guarantee you, D2 and below. Like they probably are actually like working, doing school.
Yeah.
First.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, because usually, I mean, you're not. If you're in
they're playing
Division
it because
Two,
they just like to play.
yeah, you're not. Most of the
You're
time,
not
I mean,
gonna make
there
it, though.
there have been players where went from Division Two to the NFL and like made a name for themselves, but like
Or those other subs, like the sects of it, like AAA. Well, I don't know. You know what I'm talking about?
Lima Warriors.
The other ones, yeah.
Those fuckers are tough.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You don't know? It's a semi-pro football team.
Semi-pro football
those
team
are-
that
those are-
It's basically if you didn't
Yeah,
play
it-
high, like if you weren't good enough to play high school football, it's like, man, I could play semi-pro. I think, and
It isn't just like a tryout.
All the
basically
power
just
to
like,
them.
every
I
round,
mean,
just
that's
get on,
I
get
wouldn't
on.
do that.
they strap
But if
you up,
wanna-
and it's like,
if
go
you wanna
get
go
it,
and
kid.
get hurt,
Yeah.
if you want to go and get beat yourself up, I wouldn't.
And
I
not
don't
get
really
paid
feel the urge
anything.
to play football again because I'm like, I don't know. I don't think my back would like it.
Dude, this kid. I remember you started as DB, went to linebacker, and then at the end you were a defensive end. Like that is
Get to move
awesome.
around.
You got everywhere.
I was a jack of all trades.
Jack of all trades.
I don't know. I think you just got bigger. That
I
was
don't
it.
know.
Jimmy
Dude,
McDoubles.
I like thought about that like, a few years ago. I was like, boy, like I was pretty good. I was good when the only times I was really good was when I just purely was going off of instinct.
Just guessing. I mean, honestly, most of the time, like that's
You know
how
what
it
I
goes.
mean?
Yeah, it's like
that's definitely how you. If you
Like
think, if you
it
think
was
in those
most of the
things, you're
times that
not
I would,
wrong.
if I thought about what I was doing, I would probably mess it up.
Mhm.
But if I just let myself go with the wind,
yeah,
like
that's why defense was definitely the funnest because you could just let yourself go
Yeah.
with it and just kind of play.
yeah, I liked hitting people.
it's the only place where it's okay to hit somebody.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah.
That was a fun part.
Hitting people, defense was definitely my favorite. I love playing defense.
I didn't like really getting hit in the head a lot though.
I never really had
Man.
any problem.
Oh
with
no,
getting
dude,
hit in the head.
I would have so.
Not even either.
I remember there was a few times where I would get like whacked in the head, stand up, be like, "Fuck, that hurt." It's the first quarter.
I'm gonna play with this
God
headache
damn it.
all game.
I feel like that was more of an offensive problem.
That was an
Oh,
it
oh,
was
yeah,
an
'cause
offensive
you-
problem. For
Oh yeah,
sure.
because our coach at the time, you had to lead with your head, put it right in their sternum.
Dude, that guy was a.
That's how you do it.
I'm like, yes sir.
Yes,
I'll,
sir, I will.
I'll make you proud.
Sure enough.
Oh my
Bam.
God.
Man, football was a fun sport. Did you ever play defense, Dussel?
Yeah, for a little bit. I think I played for like a game or two, like Kenton and like Van Wert.
Just ball people who threw the ball.
Yeah, I was like, I don't even know. Fucking,
Dude, defense was great.
Oh, defense was great.
I'd always cock, I'd always cock off the baiter and be like, put me in. You wouldn't have the balls to put me in.
Master.
Master.
Masturbating.
Don't make me say it in front of all these parents.
Oh man.
Hashtag YOLO.
Hashtag YOLO. It's
Heart face.
hard face. Hashtag YOLO.
Heart. No, is that what was it? Heart
Heart- heart-
eyes.
heart-
eyes.
heart
Heart
eyes.
eyes face.
Hashtag
It's gonna be Smiley at home, god damn it.
Smiley. Hey.
Smiley.
Smi-
Imagine me, Matt. Smiley. God damn it, Smiley.
Get your ass in here.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
Alrighty. Well, you guys want to call it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, it did not seem that.
Stolly's got to mow the lawn tomorrow.
Stall, you got to mow the lawn.
I got to feed my cat.
Dude, it's gonna be
No.
cold as shit outside.
I gotta.
I hope
gotta
you're not
I
mowing
gotta
your
trim,
lawn.
Trim the tree.
Dude, that's the
Cut
other.
down
Trim
a
the tree.
So many goddamn people are
You
obsessed
gotta-
with mowing their lawn.
I can borrow you.
Dude, there's a lot of people who are.
You want to stop the whole climate change bullshit? Just get people to stop mowing their lawns once every goddamn week.
Bro, in that neighborhood
Once
too.
every fucking day.
Yeah.
People
Seriously.
do it once a fucking day.
Dude, it's ridiculous.
That's
It's like, don't you have anything better to do
the
than mow your
neighborhood he
lawn?
lives in too, they got those I feel like they shouldn't be allowed, and I don't know, just because I feel like it's such a high end type thing. But they got the sprinklers in the ground,
Oh my god.
and like in the mornings
Dude.
they'll come. I'm like,
Eagle,
wow,
like,
you
where
must
I
have
live,
some money.
and the east side of town, dude, they are like
A common thing.
I've watched literally someone walk mowing like a step. It takes like a couple seconds. Another step. take a couple seconds. Step. Take like that's how slow they were mowing this grass.
Dude,
Perfect lines.
Perfect. Like,
the worst
it was
is
amazing.
when I hear people are like, "Oh, you put fertilizer on my grass," and it's like, why on earth would you want to put? Why would you want it to grow faster? Like,
Get the
why?
mow twice a week now, guys.
Yeah, seriously. Like, that's just backwards to me. It's grass,
Yeah.
dude.
I like
what?
Granted,
Grow a flower bed. I'll be more impressed with their flower bed.
I like a nice lawn,
I like
but
that,
then
yeah.
again, it's just like, man, I'm not gonna treat it. You know,
The
like,
other
I'm not
problem
gonna
I have with
water
it
it all
is
the time.
it's so easy to like you could just sit on your ass and go around in a circle on a mower.
yeah.
Like that's not. It's not hard to anymore.
Yeah.
Like you can just go to the store and buy fertilizer and just make your grass green as shit with a ton of nitrogen. then you're the best. The
Boom,
best,
there you go.
yeah, the best yard. And I feel like that's what I mean. Like plant a rose bush or something. Like do something like that.
Cool, yeah. Dude,
Like,
rose
literally-
bushes go heavy. We got to take care of that.
Yeah, my
Those
point.
things-
Because
yeah.
you know it takes actual
That
work.
takes effort.
Shit,
man.
my neighbor, I don't know how, but like I think he would mow during summer maybe 2-3 times a week, and
Oh,
he
yeah.
has a huge. If you go to my house, I got that big empty lot.
Yeah.
Like he mows that like 2-3 times a week. I'm like, and he has like all these I think he has 2 different lawnmowers. I don't know why, but I'll see him like one's like more. It's a closed in one. I'm guessing he uses it for like the winter too to remove snow and shit. But like still, it's just like, damn, dude,
Yeah, you don't need all that.
Too much.
Too much.
you must got nothing going on.
Dude, it's just like
I guess when I retire, that'll be a good. Could be
dude,
good hobby.
isn't that dude, I feel like that could be a lot deeper roots of that problem though. Like again, like think back 50 years ago when like instead of mowing your lawn once every week, you would have dinner with your family or something like that. Like you would have dinner with your family every night. And now it's like I feel like that's kind of on the way out. Like it's
Dinner with
Dinner
family.
with the family.
yeah,
Oh,
like
yeah.
all that
Doesn't
like
happen.
traditional stuff,
Yeah.
like it wasn't just tradition, it kind of kept everyone together.
I guess okay, when you're growing up, did you have dinner like with your family? I mean, like
every once in a while.
every evening?
It wasn't every
yeah,
evening.
we would always try to, unless
yeah,
until
we
we got a
tried.
license. Like once we got our license, then it
Right.
was like
Freedom, got the
maybe
freedom
like
and we
4
just
out
got
of 7 days of the week.
Okay, so like me growing up, like I felt like every
Every night. We would
every
have dinner.
night, and we would sit at a table like together.
I
and
really
eat.
like staying at your house in the mornings. Always a huge ass breakfast.
Exactly.
We all
That's
how
sat
my mom-
around the
exactly.
thing.
my
We
mom
all
always
just
made us,
talked and
like,
ate a
pancake-
huge
Yep.
breakfast.
Pancakes.
eggs, hash browns, pancakes,
Yeah.
bacon.
Yeah.
Like it was the
Oh,
whole
man.
works,
And like,
man.
dude, and that's
A
why I think
great
like
time.
even though breakfast isn't the most important part of the day,
Yeah.
like it's been proven not to be. But I feel like just
like lunch
the
is.
just the placebo of it,
Yeah.
like just the breakfast, a big breakfast, just the thought of having food in your stomach, which makes energy, which will fuel you through the day, like that probably adds
Yeah.
to it, don't you think?
yeah.
Because I feel like breakfast, not as many people. It might just
A
be
lot of
with
people
age.
now-
Maybe it's just with age.
Maybe.
we're
That is
just
true.
not. We haven't lived enough of life.
I try eating breakfast.
I always try to eat
Honestly,
breakfast.
I always
try to
make
eat
I'll have
breakfast,
a
too.
bowl of
At least something
oatmeal.
small. At least something.
And then like I'll have a bowl of oatmeal at home, and then like every night I make like it honestly tastes disgusting as fuck. I'll put spinach, banana, coconut, a banana, coconut oil, peanut butter, ice,
God damn.
It's all kinds of crap in there.
heavy whipping cream shit.
Yeah,
I'll put half a cup of that in there,
Holy
crap.
and then a cup of
smoothies?
and a cup of like whole milk in there. Tastes like ass.
Why?
Sometimes I'll put like an egg or two. Dude, just a lot of calories, and then it's just
Yeah.
There's
I'm
all
fucking
kinds
like
do what you gotta
I'm
do.
just like
Nutrients in there.
let's fuck today up.
Yeah. Hell
Put
yeah.
it down. Just take
Dude,
a
I
shot.
used to do that a lot. The raw, like eat a raw egg every morning. Oh my
I won't
gosh.
eat a raw egg. I'll put it in
never eat
shit.
raw egg.
I'll
I
eat
just-
raw eggs just because we have our own chickens. So
Yeah.
I'll just get a raw egg. Dude, our chickens yolk because the amount of insects they eat, they're
Yeah.
much more protein than a store bought. The yolks are like dark orange. There's so much
I've seen
protein.
them. Yep, I've seen them.
Really?
Yeah,
Man,
yeah, it's
only
true
got
because my mom gets like eggs from some farmer, and like, dude, you ever get I always freak out when there's blood in them and shit. I'm just like, oh my god.
Dude, yeah, we
It's
used
more
to,
protein.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I think. I'm just,
We-
but it's just like still, it's like, oh my god.
We have a few chickens that own, like one of the chickens only lays double yolks, and another
Yeah?
chicken
Yeah,
would
yeah,
only
yeah,
lay
that's about-
triple yolks.
I was just about to say
Yeah,
that.
I've only
Yeah,
had,
we used
like,
to get
one
like
triple yolk.
like I always call them twins. Like they're a bunch
Yeah,
of twins.
dude. And
They're
you
gonna
see
be
that so
twin
much
chickens.
more.
Yeah.
The other thing
We
is like milk, because like you had all milk has to be pasteurized now. Like you guys ever had unpasteurized milk?
No.
No,
That's so weird.
I've heard people like it's a
so
lot
much
better.
it has so much more fat in it. It's thicker and
yeah.
everything. Like we would
I don't
always
really
get some
drink
from a
milk.
dairy close by.
Well, that's what I kind of hate.
Not always. We'd get
Well,
it rarely.
I guess with some people trying to lose weight more, I guess, but like, what I hate when people are like, "Oh, I'm only going to eat egg whites." I'm like, okay, then you're really not eating anything because
It's such a waste
It-
too.
it
a
is,
waste,
because,
dude.
like,
It's so much of a waste.
I mean, you're missing out on all the vitamins and
Well,
shit.
think
like,
about
they got
this.
all.
Think about this. That you are just eating the whites. Like the whites don't make
It's just to
a
protect
living
everything.
creature.
Yeah,
It's just,
The
it's
yolk
just to protect
does.
Yeah,
it.
right.
Like just
The yolk
imagine
is
the
all-
stuff you're eating makes a living thing.
yeah.
Like I'm guessing there's a lot better stuff for living things in the
Mhm.
thing that makes living things.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're just throwing that away. Then that is
It's
it's
the
like
worst.
what the fuck?
So
Yeah, that is
stupid.
true.
That almost makes you think like, how do they do that? How are they just gonna take out what do they do with the yolks? What are they doing with those yolks? At
Yeah,
the
because they
factory?
don't sell them in cartons.
Right in
Because
the
like you know what I mean?
trash.
Because like don't they do the egg whites and just like
They're probably
cartons?
making cottage cheese or some shit with
No,
that
dude.
stuff.
Yeah. There's like cartons with just like
Yolks.
egg white.
egg white. That's it.
Yeah, because that's what I'm saying. What are they doing with all the?
I know. That's
yolks?
why I was wondering if they had yolks.
All the
just
great
of,
stuff.
Do
Dude,
they have yolks of just
I-
like a gallon of yolk? Yolks?
Yeah, they do. They do.
Dude, what?
Yeah.
Did it really?
Yeah. You can buy that. Well, I've heard. I don't know if this is true, but I heard on some weird thing.
What do they do with all the poo?
But I heard that there's like things in eggs. There's nutrients in eggs that are like almost like banned in the United States. Like there's nutrients. That's what I don't know if that's true. I just heard about something like that.
Myosin. I think it's myosin. Myosin is one of especially fertilized eggs. I think it's myostatin. But that's in really high in fertilized eggs and really high just in eggs alone. And
Yeah.
myostatin, I think it's myostatin, is it's what tells your muscles like this is the biggest you can get. Is based on the amount of myostatin you have. So like a myostatin deficiency is found like this is how you ever seen a Belgian blue cow? So Belgian blue cows have I think it's myostatin genetic deficiency, and which causes them to get absolutely
Oh, these big
jacked.
jacked ass
Oh,
ones.
yeah.
Look at the balls on that cow.
They actually are. They get so big that their population is having trouble because the
heart?
heifers can't give birth. They'll break their hips
Oh shit! No,
because they can't get out of the womb.
That's a big ass cow.
Yeah, but that is let me look real fast. I want to make sure it's myostatin. I think it is.
myostatin. So I mean, there is something in there that is.
Myostatin. Yeah, it's myostatin gene, which codes for the protein myostatin. Yeah, so that's what tells your muscle, like, hey, this is as big as you will let you get. So in unfertilized egg yolks, there's higher levels of this. I think it's a myostatin inhibitor. I think that's what we call it. But it pretty much says it gets rid of some of the myostatin. So now your body's like, okay, let's. I think the amount you need to take in is pretty significant, but I do know there's a lot of stuff in fertilized egg yolks that increase myostatin, and that's one of those things that is which literally tells your muscle how big it'll get.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but that's why the Belgian blue cow has. I think they call it double muscling.
Honestly, that cow's fucking huge.
Yeah, double muscling.
How much do those things weigh?
Oh, probably a ton.
Oh, bunch.
I mean, you're probably
Good
taking
eating
it-
right
you're
there,
probably, no, hell no, dude.
I was gonna say you
I
can't.
don't
Could
know.
you
You
even
can't
eat
eat
that? I was
that?
gonna say you
It's so
couldn't.
tough.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
So like they're too lean. You need some.
Mm.
That's why.
No, you do-
That's
you
why.
do need
That's what
fat,
gives
yeah.
stuff gamey taste.
Yeah.
Just think of what's the steak called?
Prime rib.
No. The type of steak. Now it's like Angus.
Delmonica steak.
The Japanese one.
I don't know.
Yeah, you do. You guys know what that.
I probably do. It just
Probably
I
once
was
you
just-
say it.
I just once you say it. Japanese steak.
Kobe. Wagyu.
Oh,
Wagyu
yeah,
beef.
yeah.
So Wagyu beef has a shit ton of marbling, and that's marbling is fat. And if I remember right, Wagyu is they feed them beer. And they keep them.
Shit, I mean,
they make
that's
them
like a
get as
popu- that's a
fast
pop-
fat
yeah.
as possible.
Yeah.
Like they keep them in a little
I've heard of
box.
that.
Keep them in like a box or something, and they make them get as fat as possible. And it causes a
Give
lot
it a
of
better,
marbling.
give it a better taste too.
The cattle are fed on grain fodder and brushed several times for setting fur.
You guys see that documentary on Netflix about going vegetarian and shit?
No,
that's not
I haven't.
good.
I
don't think
I looked it
I
up.
get the whole vegetarian
see it.
thing. But
I get it too, but I just
We're herbivores.
well, I
Yeah.
just think of it as just
That's
like
the problem.
okay, it's like I eat, say,
No,
I eat a
omnivores,
steak
that's-
every day.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Omnivores, not
Omnivores, yeah.
herbivores.
Yeah,
only,
herbivores,
but-
yeah.
we're not herbivores.
We're omnivores.
But it's
I
like,
think you can get away with vegetarian, but I don't think you can get away with vegan and
No.
stuff like that.
No.
it's but it's just like I eat a steak every day, so it's like I get a certain amount of protein out of that steak. How much like vegetables and like all that shit do I got to eat to get the same amount of protein I would get out of that steak? Like they make it sound all easy on there, but I'm just like, man,
Well, just think it's not the same protein.
it's not.
It's
yeah,
not.
it's
Like
not.
Yeah.
protein is a macronutrient, but there's types of proteins.
Right.
Yep.
Like that is not the same protein
Mhm.
as a steak.
There's a list of like how much, because like how should I say this? Because like there's certain foods where okay, there's a certain amount of protein in a food, but you're only going to get a certain amount of percentage of that protein out of that food. Eggs are the highest, like you can get the highest percentage of the protein like consuming those. I think that after that it's like beef, and then I think like fish, and then but then it just gets lower and lower. So it's like, damn, like how much actual vegetables and shit you got to eat to get that
Yeah.
much.
Yeah.
Well, dude, just think of how important protein. Protein is what literally gives you thought.
Yeah,
A protein is what delivers your thought
hmm
to the neuron. Like
Yeah.
protein is that, and that's what I think to myself. I'm like, do you really want to? The thing that makes you think what you're doing right now
yeah,
is driven by protein. Do you really want to just substitute it for like, okay, this is protein that was designed in a lab versus protein that has lasted centuries of nature,
right.
of selectively breeding?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Like I just think it's like you can't beat nature.
Yeah.
Like you, as much as you want to try to beat nature, you cannot beat nature.
Yeah.
Nature will always be
Oh
the
yeah.
best.
You know what I found out? That meat is not supposed to be red. It's like the store bought meat.
That's not what are you talking about?
It's not red. It's like a brown color. Like meat's supposed to be brown, and they inject coloring into the meat because everyone thinks meat's supposed to be red.
I mean, you can get pretty red meat, dude.
Has blood in it.
No, I mean, but like the hamburger. I'm talking about like the hamburger.
Yeah, it's pretty red.
It's brown. Like have you ever like actually
That's
butchered
what it. Yeah, dude, I've gotten hamburger and
yeah,
everything.
yeah.
It's a little bit of a
It's like
dye.
it's
it
like
has a dye
brown.
in it, but
Well,
most of the time it browns a little bit if it gets left in the oxygen too much. It'll brown anyways. That like most meat just because of the blood is
Yeah, I was
red.
gonna say when just from it drying
Well,
up.
yeah.
Except
I
just think of this. I think there's like specific sea creatures that have blue blood. They have the opposite. I think they have not iron. It's a different metal in it.
Yeah.
Makes their blood blue.
Huh.
That's cool.
Science.
But like, yeah, most meat is pretty much like when I've taken shit and slaughtered it and taken it to the slaughter, it all comes out red because the blood. But
Yeah,
once the blood oxidizes, or once the oxygen gets to it, I think the blood starts to coagulate, turns brown.
Yeah.
That's
so
why you don't eat roadkill after a day. I think.
Are you
day.
serious?
Yeah, because the blood.
Shit.
Because once, especially it depends on the temperature. I know.
Okay.
I
good.
lost a leg during it the other week.
God damn it.
oh man. Well,
Wasn't the roadkill semi?
Still fresh.
All righty. Well,
yeah.
this is a good time.
This was
was
a
nice-
good time.
it was nice having you,
we
Dussel.
said, all right,
Yeah.
let's stop, and we just kept going. But yeah,
Yeah.
nice having you, Dussel.
you.
Thanks for the invite.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
That was a good one. Well, we'll see you
Peace.
guys.